All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving as your presiding judge on this morning. Good morning to all of our veterans, to our veteran mentors. Good to see you all. You should know that there are several veterans that are here in the courtroom on this morning. I see you, Mr. Boomer. Good to see you this morning. And so we are going to get started. Please make sure that your device remains on mute until, if you are a participant, until your case is called. And so we will get started right now. Do I need to give you back, Holmes? Okay, very good. So we are going to get started. Let's start with our attorneys, please.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Veterans Court, Drug Court, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge. Good morning again. I have one preliminary matter, Judge. There's a new intake. Mr. Yancey will be presenting that person. When that person comes in the courtroom, I'd like to go into a breakout room and go over the court's order with that person. I don't think they're on the screen yet though, Judge. Thank you.
All right, very good, very good. And your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. All right, we're going to go to, good morning, Ms. Tobin. Thank you for coming back and serving on today. We appreciate your service.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. All right, let's go to our case manager, Mr. Yancey.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Veterans Court this morning.
Thank you and good morning. Do you have any preliminary matters for me?
I do. I wanted to promote Mr. Dillard. I believe he's downstairs.
Mr. Dillard, aren't you in the courtroom? Yes, he is. All right, very good. He back there smiling away. All right, thank you, Mr. Yancey. We got it. All right, let's go to Ms. Price.
Good morning. Good morning, Judge Holmes. I'm Nicole Price, Clinical Assessor for 36th District Specialty Court.
All right, good morning, Ms. Price. Do you have any preliminary matters for me?
No, I do not.
All right, very good. And then Ms. Harris, good morning to you. If you could place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris, Case Manager for Specialty Court.
All right, and we are a few minutes early. I just realized that docket is scheduled for 8:45 on this morning. So thank you, Ms. Harris. Do you have any preliminary matters?
I do. I just wanted to remind you, we have Ms. Driver on. You had wanted her to just do a quick check-in from last week.
Right.
So I just wanted to let you know that's why we're here.
All right, I'm gonna do that real quick because we still have 2 minutes before we start our Veterans Court docket. Let me get let's see. I do see Mr. Parker. My screen is moving all around. Place your appearance on the record for me.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jimmy Parker, Veterans Treatment Coordinator for 36th District.
All right, good morning, Mr. Parker. Thank you for serving today.
Yep.
And then I see you, Mr. Scott.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kevin Scott, 36th District Veteran Mentor.
All right, thank you, and good morning to you. All right, we're gonna get started. I am going to start with my check-ins on this morning. Since I still have a minute, Ms. Driver, I have Z808-0861. State your full name for me.
LaQuisha Driver.
All right, Ms. Driver, how are you this morning?
I'm good.
How'd you do for the holiday?
I did great.
Tell me what that means. What'd you do that was great?
I stayed home and enjoyed the family.
All right, very good. No issues to report?
Mm-mm.
None whatsoever?
No,
All right, very good. You still have that device connected to you?
I do.
And so, Ms. Harris, what's your recommendation?
I'm gonna recommend at this time that we go ahead and remove, the device and monitor with the ongoing testing that we're doing and, basically just give Ms. Driver the opportunity to show us if that device was effective and if she has the personal accountability to, hold up, her sobriety without that.
All right, very good. Any objection, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens?
No objections, Judge. Thank you. No
No
objections.
objection.
All right, Ms. Harris, go ahead and schedule to remove that device. Ms. Driver, let's try it, okay?
Okay.
All right, I have your buy-in to do that.
Yes, yes.
Very good. Let's get next date for Ms. Driver. Would that be next week or 2 weeks out? Oh, you're muted. Is she, what phase are you in, Ms. Driver? Phase 1 or 2?
Sorry.
Two.
All right, I'm going to let her next date be June 16th, 2023, which will be the day at 10:30 a.m., which is the date of our specialty court graduation celebration, and it is a court date for all of our participants. So we expect you to be there, and we
Okay.
look forward to seeing you. Okay, that's for the whole courtroom. You are expected to be there. No excuses. It is a court date. All right,
Okay.
Ms. Driver, that's my check-in.
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
Hang in
Your Honor.
there. Bye-bye. Thank you. All right, let's do it. We are going to start with Mr. Dillard's promotion. Good morning, Mr. Dillard. Come on down. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right. Oh, Mr. Dillard, I wish you could see him, Mr. Yancey. He has some pep in his step. He's smiling. I see those glasses tint up a little bit, don't they?
Yeah, when you're in the light.
I see you. Come on. All right, very good. Let me place your case number on the record. It is case number Z8054161. State your full name for me.
Clarence Edwin Dillard.
All right, Mr. Dillard. Mr. Yancey, it's recommended. You know, they gave us the day off yesterday. I didn't even know what to do with myself. They gave us the day off yesterday, and so we did not staff on yesterday. And so Mr. Yancey has made the recommendation on this morning to promote you. Are you ready to be promoted?
I sure am.
All right, tell me why you think you should be promoted. Then I'm here from Mr. Yancey. He can tell all of us.
Well, I've been trying to keep up with everything I'm supposed to be doing, and I got these lovely people backing me. Yeah, I think I'm about ready.
All right, so you've been doing the things you're supposed to do. You realize you have the support of the team.
Yes.
Yes, you came in with some challenges, and look at you today. You don't even look like the same Mr. Dillard that walked through those doors, do you?
Well, everybody right here look different too. I can see better.
Right, you said you can see better. I got you. So we all looking good, right? I love it.
It was possible coming through here. Really.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have done a phenomenal job thus far. I want to encourage you to keep going. I don't see any reason any team member would object. So, Mr. Yancey, let me have you tell all of us why you are recommending Mr. Dillard for what promotion, and tell us whether or not he's completed the phase that he's in.
Well, Your Honor, I'm requesting to promote Mr. Dillard to phase 5. He actually has completed all the conditions of phase 4, including reaching some goals, which you kind of alluded to. He couldn't see us that great initially. We wanted him to take care of his eyesight. He not only did that, had some successful procedures, and now he can see better. So that's special for him. He's taking care of a lot of health things that we wanted him to do as far as some health challenges. He's addressed those. Along with that, he has been complying with the conditions of our program successfully. Every time I check, he's doing well. Between talking to Mr. Kasheri, as far as all those services, the things that we do monitor, that's going great for him. every time I ask him to do something, he does get it done, Your Honor. So, like I said, he's complied and completed all the conditions of phase 4. And I'm requesting that we get him into phase 5, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Dillard, on your promotion. You deserve it. You're moving right along. You're following the court's orders. That's great. You're moving to phase 5. You're close to the finish line. Keep up the good work. Congratulations again, sir, and be safe. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, I'd like to offer my congratulations as well, Mr. Dillard. You've taken care of the business in this court. You've also taken care of the business for you. You've bettered yourself, and I know you'll continue with that in the future. And it proves to us that you are in it seriously and want to do the right thing. So keep up the great work, sir.
Thank you.
All right, who's Mr. Dillard's mentor?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Yes, I agree with Mr. Yancey. Mr. Dillard, every time I reach out to him, he is always available, always a great attitude. So Mr. Dillard, congratulations. I'm happy for you.
All right, Mr. Dillard, no objections to your promotion. And so you are going to phase 5, which is our maintenance phase. That means I'm really not going to see a lot of you. And so, but we're here. If you need us, anytime you can stop by, Zoom in, whatever you need to do. I do expect you to be at our ceremony on June 16th, which is going to be your next court date at 10:30 a.m., which will be at the Coleman and Young Municipal Center in the auditorium, okay? All right, very good.
I was hoping I made graduation.
Well, you're not right there, but you're in phase 5, okay? You're well on your way, all right? All right. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Dillard for his promotion and then to thank him for his service to this country through the armed forces. Congratulations and thank you, Mr. Dillard. Very good. All right, you've got your next date. All right, you're all set.
When was my next date?
June 16th. There you
All right,
go.
thank you.
Coleman and Young. I get to see you in person again.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good, very good. Make sure you let Mr. Green, Miss Price, and the prosecutor know that Mr. Campbell is here because he's just getting notice today, I think.
Yeah, Mr. Green does know he's here.
Okay,
Yes.
wonderful. So I don't have to hold him any longer than I need to.
So we do need the prosecutor, I mean, Ms. Walker.
Yes, she's told her it's just for a notification and to set the date for hearing. All right, wonderful. All right, let's do it. Mr. Yancey, who do we have up next? Let's start with phase 5 or 3 of 3.
Your Honor, we did have, I know Mr. Henderson called and was trying to get on. I don't see him.
He's in the waiting
Is
room.
he on
Excuse
the-
me, Your Honor.
He's in-
He's in the waiting. He just.
He's
I might
gotta
have
put
to
his name on his device. I'm gonna let him in. I'm gonna trust that's Mr. Henderson on this Samsung. But make sure you all get with your clients to let them know they must put their name on because it's a security measure. And Mr. Henderson has to get in screened so I can make sure that that's who I've let into the courtroom. That is Mr. Henderson. All right, very good. He needs to connect to audio. All right, very good. Who do we have up next?
Mr. Aldridge is in phase 5, Mr. Adams in phase 5, and McKinley, they've been known to in the courtroom.
All right, I'm sorry, you said Mr. Aldridge and Mr.
McKinley and Mr. Adams are all phase 5.
All right, very good. Let's do it. I am going to go to Mr. McKinley. Where are you? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
Fine, yourself?
I am doing very well. Good to see you in person.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. McKinley, I have for you case number 210-567-6801. You are in phase 5. State your full name for me.
Dennis McKinley, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. McKinley, you know in phase 5, I have not received any reports of anything going on with you. Is there anything you need to report out?
No.
No?
No, not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, things are going well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what are you doing to socialize in phase 5? Because we don't want folks to leave us and then turn up.
Well, I work right there.
Okay, you work, but what do you do for yourself? Or to just enjoy your time when you're off?
Well, I like to spend a lot of time with my family.
Okay, all right, and how has that been working out for you?
Well, it's been working well. You know, my daughter, she's been through a few challenges, so, you know, I've been there for her quite a bit.
Okay, very good. And aren't you glad you are able to be there for her?
Pardon me?
Aren't you glad that you are able to be there for her?
Yes, Sharon, it's always a pleasure. You know, I'm just a family person.
All right, very good. Is there anything that you need us to help you with or assist you with?
No, Your Honor, at this time, things are well.
All right, tell me what you've learned since the last time I've seen you,
Well,
if anything.
I learned to be more mindful of myself and others, you know, a lot.
Be more mindful of yourself. I love it. I love it. What are your needs? What do you need to do?
Yes, sir.
What things you need to avoid? All of those things. I love it. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good. You have any questions for the team this morning?
No, not at this time.
All right, Mr. Griffin, is Mr. McKinley in compliance?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Henderson is, Mr. McKinley is in compliance at this time, no problems.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. McKinley?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. McKinley, thank you for coming in the building this morning. Great report. You're in phase 5. Keep up the good work, sir. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. Be safe and have a good day, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for trying to read. Thank you.
And if I could add, Your Honor, Mr. McKinley, you're, just rock solid, doing the right things. Keep up the great work, sir. We are proud of you.
Thank you, Attorney Fighton.
All right, awesome. Mentor, is there anything you'd like to add?
Just echo the sentiments of my sage fraternal brother, Attorney Reed and Attorney Fikens. I love it when the mentees make the mentor look good. So keep doing what you do, Mr. McKinley.
There you
Making
go.
it easy.
All right, Mr. McKinley. If you don't have any questions, then your next date is going to be June 16th at 10:30 a.m., which is our graduation ceremony, and everybody's required to be there, okay?
Thank you.
All right, very good. Before you leave that podium, and I'm asking all the veterans to remain until I complete the Veterans Treatment Court docket. And I promise you all, I won't do any outside stuff until I finish y'all's docket, okay? So I see you, Mr. Adams. So y'all hang with me until I get everybody done. So before you leave that podium, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. McKinley for his service to this country, his service to we appreciate you.
Yes, but I also like to thank you for your service and thank you for the community service.
Yes, sir, you are very welcome.
You're doing some tremendous community service. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McKinley. My pleasure to serve. My pleasure. All right, have a seat, and we're gonna let you know as soon as we finish the rest of the docket. Let's go. Mr. Yancey, did you have any phase 5s?
Just Mr. Henderson, Your Honor.
All right, come on, Mr. Henderson. Good morning, Mr. Henderson. Uh-oh, I've muted you. Can you unmute for me?
Good morning, Judge Holmes.
How are you this morning, Mr. Henderson?
I'm tired.
You tired because you've been working?
Yes, I just got in and I had to work the holiday, so I'm making money, but I'm tired.
You tired? All right.
Yeah.
Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah, I ate good and I rest good and I worked good.
Okay. All right. Those are all good. Ate, rest, and work. Good. All of it's good. All right. I love it. I love it. Did you have any challenges, any issues?
Yeah, I had some issues and I fought through it, with my supervisor, and but I'm fine now, cause like they got like these young girls and they're so disrespectful today, and
Mhm.
I had to let them know that I'm not gonna be disrespected like that. You just can't talk to me any kind of way. I'm not your child. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as we get through that, what I'm saying, I think the waters were, calm.
Okay. And you did it in a nice, respectful manner?
I don't know about all that.
Oh, Mr. Henderson, we have to be nice and respectful. You can still get your point across and be nice and respectful. What?
I try to be, but sometimes it don't come out like that.
Okay, well, just be mindful. I think who said that earlier? That was Mr. McKinley. Just be mindful. You know that
Okay.
sometimes our words, we can either make things better or make things worse. Not so much what we say, but the way we say it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, but now the issue is resolved, right?
Yes.
And you said it, they can be real disrespectful, boy. I don't know if some of them would have survived the age that I grew up in, because everybody's mama and daddy could get you together. Everybody. So you couldn't be disrespectful to nobody. And so now they don't respect their own, they don't respect themselves. So I don't have, my expectations are real low. So as far as the respect goes.
And the thing about it, they say they ladies, but a lot of them, they come off, they want to be men. And that's just, it's just, I don't know what to say about that one.
Yeah. Well, just be, whatever you get to say, want to say, or need to say, or choose to say, just make sure that you're kind and respectful so that you don't make things worse, okay?
I sure will.
All right, very good. Let me place your case number on the record, Mr. Henderson, both of them. I have case numbers SP 110-48863. I also have case number U598-43121. State your full name for me.
Orlando Maniche Henderson.
All right, very good, Mr. Henderson. I'm glad to hear that you are doing well, work, eating, and as well as resting. So those are all good things. Is there anything that you need us to help you with?
Well, I don't know, but I'm gonna say it. I travel from Detroit to Sterling Heights, where my job is located, and that's 19 mile. And during my travel, I got like 3 tickets. And if I could get some help with that, I really appreciate it, because I really didn't know how to address it. A lot of times, like I be trying to get to work, you know what I'm saying? And if I had to drive 5 miles over the speed limit, you know what I'm saying? I had to do that, you know what I'm saying? So.
Well, Mr. Henderson, I don't want you to say stuff live on YouTube, because your judge somewhere else could be listening. But listen, if you know you got to get to work, you got to leave early. Being on time is really being late. Now, you served in the military. You know that's what they tell us. On time is late. They gave us an ETA, and we were expected to be there 20 minutes to 25, 30 minutes before the expected time of arrival. And so, you just got to get up and move out earlier, because breaking the law is not an option. I don't want you to comment as to whether or not you're breaking the law. A ticket is just an accusation. So listen, I don't know where those tickets are, but if they're not at 36th District Court, I don't believe there's anything Mr. Fikens or Mr. Reed can do regarding those tickets. You can get with your case manager, Mr. Yancey, and maybe we can send something, just letting them know he's in our Veterans Court. Get with Mr. Kusheri and see if because Mr. Kusheri has relationships with other courts. They're not gonna be able to fix anything, but they may be able to help you through their process, whatever that process may be. I don't have any control over that. So, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, does that sound like a good plan to you?
Yes, Judge, it does.
Yes, Judge, absolutely.
All right. So Mr. Yancey, have him connect with Mr. Kucheri. And then Mr. Kucheri, you can send the letter once you find out what jurisdiction those courts are in, that he's working our program and working it very well. And maybe Mr. Kucheri can also do some, go between. Okay, that's the best we can do. All right, Mr. Henderson?
All right, thank you, Judge Holmes.
All right, all
Judge.
right. Let me, go ahead, Mr.
Oh,
Ficus.
I like to let you know that I'll be moving into a home soon, so I'm just waiting for them to
Yes.
do the inspection and things like that. I sent Kevin Scott pictures of my home and everything like that. So, I'm very excited and I'm happy. And my fiance, she got a home too. So like, saying I'm staying with her right now, saying I had moved out of my apartment, City View, and I'm staying with her until they do the inspection. And when they do the inspection, I'll be moving into my brand new home.
All right, congratulations to you. That's awesome. That's
Yes.
awesome. Congratulations.
Yes, and it's on
Wonderful.
the northwest side, right in back of Northwest Activity Center.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, right off of Myers and Curtis.
Okay, very good. You're going to a great area. A great
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, it's
All
really
right.
nice over
Very
there.
good. Very good. All right, Mr. Henderson. Mr. Ficus, were you going to say something?
Judge, I was just going to let the court know that there doesn't appear to be any open matters in 36th District. So it appears that he
Okay.
got his tickets elsewhere. And I just advised Mr. Henderson to, when you get north of 8 Mile, sir, slow it down.
Okay.
I
sure
want
will,
y'all to
Mr.
slow down
Franklin.
south of
How
8
you
Mile
doing?
too.
Well, that's true, but
Mr. Ficus,
you get tickets north of 8 Mile, Judge.
Mr. Ficus. But I still need y'all to slow down south of 8 Mile, okay? Let's just slow down, period. Drive the speed
Right.
limit, says the one who
Right.
got pulled over the other day.
Oh, my God.
All right, yeah, so drive the speed limit. Yes, all right. Mr. Yancey, what do you want to tell us about Mr. Henderson? Is he in compliance? Anything additional?
Your Honor, he's in compliance. I don't think there's anything additional to talk about at this time, but he is in compliance. He's in the maintenance stage. So we're looking forward to seeing him on June 16th.
All right, that's your next date, Mr. Henderson. It is June 16th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. You've got to be here for our graduation celebration, okay?
I will be there. That's at
The
Mayor-
Coleman Young Municipal Center.
okay, what floor is it gonna be on?
The auditorium, what floor is that, 13? Is
13.
it 13? Yes, 13.
Okay. I'll
All
be
right.
there.
Yes, sir. Wonderful. All right, Mr. Scott, anything as to Mr. Henderson?
Your Honor, only thing I will say is that I will have all my toes and fingers crossed until the 13th, and I hope that's not a ominous sign.
16.
The 16th, okay, the 16th.
16.
Okay, good. I'm glad it's not the 13th. So good. So he may make it then. But seriously, Mr. Henderson has done very well. He and I talk about just where he has come from and the things he's accomplished. And for him to get a home, I know that was on his to-do list. And so he has accomplished that goal. And I am very proud of Mr. Henderson for staying the course. So kudos to you, Mr. Henderson. Seriously, I'm very, very, very proud of you. And you should be very proud of yourself.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful. All right, Mr. Henderson, I'm gonna have you hang with me for a little while, but before you go on mute, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. Henderson and thanking him for his service to this country. Thank you, Mr. Henderson. We appreciate you. We
Thank you,
appreciate it.
thank you.
All right, hang with us. We're almost there.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Mr. Aldridge. I have for Mr. Aldridge, case number 210-448-6001. Mr. Aldridge, unmute for me and state your name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is William Edward Aldridge.
All right, Mr. Aldridge, how are you today?
Just fine, Your Honor.
Good, very, very good. Mr. Aldridge, did you have a good holiday?
I certainly did.
All right, did you do anything exciting?
Did some paperwork and did some household chores that should have been done maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, but that made me feel better and more peaceful. So it was a good holiday.
All right, I love it. Very good, very good. Are you having did you have any issues or concerns that you need to address with the team?
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Okay, very good, very good. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
Well, I'm continuing to work on my communication skills and again, becoming a better listener than I am a speaker, which is important.
All right, very good. That's a good thing to learn. I hope everybody's listening. Communication, becoming a better listener than he is speaking, because you need both in order to communicate, right?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. I love it. All right, Mr. Aldridge, I am going to hear from Mr. Griffin. Anything you want to report out as to Mr. Aldridge?
No, Your Honor, he's in compliance with your orders at this time. No problem with Mr. Aldridge.
All right, wonderful. All right, for the mentor, for Mr. Aldridge.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Aldridge. You're looking great.
Good morning, sir.
We haven't spoken in the media lately, but I know you're doing well. If there's anything, you always, either call me or contact me or text me or IU. But I'm glad that you're doing well, and you again, you're looking good. How's your brother?
He's doing well. In fact, at the last court session, I reported that he had gained employment. He installs the generators. You know, when you lose your power, the generators presumably provide temporary power. So he's happy with that, and it's helping his mental stability as well, being gainfully employed. So that's a good thing. So he's doing well. He's doing better than he was over the last few months that you and I have talked about and discussed.
Right. Well, good. I'm glad
so
to hear.
That's a good thing.
That's good. That's good. Tell him I said hi, and looking forward to seeing you on the 16th. In the meantime, you have a great day, and we'll see you soon. I'm like, as Mr. Scott said, you all make our jobs really easy. So I appreciate you make us look good. That's what he said. And so I agree with it. Okay, Mr. Aldridge, have a great day. Thank you, Your Honor.
I thank you for your continued support, sir.
You're very welcome.
Yes. All right. Anything from any of our other team members as to Mr. Aldridge?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Aldridge, good report. You have a great attitude. You're working the program, following the court's orders. That's great. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself, sir. You have a good day, sir, and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And if I could add, Judge, Mr. Aldridge, you certainly have done this program the right way. You continue to do it the right way. Keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
Thank you also.
All right, Mr. Aldridge, your next return to court date will be June 16, 2023, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. That's going to be our graduation celebration, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Before you mute, because I'm gonna have you hang with me until I finish my veterans. Before you mute, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Aldridge for representing and serving this country and serving us. Thank you, Mr. Aldridge. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your service. All right, very good, very good. All right, let's put you on mute. And then I am going to call up Mr. Adams. Come on, Mr. Adams, good morning to you. How are you this morning? All right, let's do it. I have for Aaron Adams, case number Z808-1351. Mr. Adams, state your full name.
Aaron Frederick Adams.
All right, Mr. Adams, you doing all right this morning?
Yeah, I didn't know, I forgot yesterday was a holiday.
You
I
forgot?
had to work, I had to work yesterday.
You did, you worked yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get a chance to do anything to enjoy yourself?
Well, Sunday, I bought a few Sunday.
Okay,
And I rested all day. I had to finish unpacking.
okay.
Because I moved.
Oh, you moved. You told me that last time,
I
right? Yeah.
live over by the city airport now.
All right, you told me that with your sister?
Yeah.
All
My
right,
baby, so I had to get off that boulevard. The rent went up too high for me.
yes, all right. You and your sister doing well together?
She work all the time and so do I.
Y'all doing real well together, right?
She stayed on, I'm glad.
Oh, I love it.
She works Sunday, so I ain't no barbecuing for me and her.
All right,
I had some steaks and shish kebabs
all right, look at you.
and a salad.
Very good. The salad sounds good. All right, all that other stuff. All right. How are those babies doing?
Oh, Lee has a bad girl. She goes to school in September, so
Okay,
she'll be 4.
very good, very good. All right, have you had any issues, any concerns that you need the team to address?
No, everything's been fine. It's staying busy now that I don't have to come on Tuesday. I'm going to work 5 days a week now.
Okay,
I gotta get that money.
all right, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna ever argue with the male species about working, okay?
All right.
I'm not gonna do it.
Don't mind working.
All right, let me hear from Mr. Griffin. You have Mr. Adams?
Yeah, Mr. Adams, is in compliance with your orders at this time. No problems with him. He's doing really well, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. And so what about the mentor? Who's serving as mentor?
I am, Your Honor. Thank you. Yes,
All
Mr.
right.
Adams, is always, as you already stated, he is always working, always trying to go to work, always very proactive, and takes a tremendous pride in his work ethic. And I truly, he is a role model, an exemplary role model in that capacity. So I truly appreciate him and the example that he sets.
All right, very good. Anything else from any of our other team members?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Adams, thank you for coming in the building today. A good report. You're working the program. Keep up the good work, sir. Be safe and have a good day. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
And Judge, if I might add, sir, you are doing a great job. Just time and time again, keep up the great work, Mr. Adams.
All right, and you are doing a great job. Your next date is going to be June 16th, which is our graduation ceremony, and that'll be at 10:30 a.m. Your case managers will tell you all what time you need to be there. The 10:30 is the cutoff. 10:30, I'm removing the check-in sheet. Nobody will check in after 10:30.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I need everybody to be there. Remember, on time. It's just not gonna cut. I'm sorry.
That's on a Friday. I took off for that already.
It's on a Friday. Look at you taking care of it. All right, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Adams for his service to this country. Thank you, Mr. Adams. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, wonderful. I'm gonna have you chill out with me just for a moment. I have a few more folks to do, okay?
Okay.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, sir. All right, let's do it. Mr. Yancey, who do we have up next?
Yeah, I have Stephen Boomer up next, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Boomer.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing all right. I got a little wheezing in my chest, and they give me all these like inhalers and stuff. So I don't know. I just hope it ain't blood clots again. But but.
Oh, okay, okay. And
Yeah,
so you're going to get checked out and everything, right? And continue to follow up and follow instructions, right?
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I'm
All
gonna
right.
call them today. But it's kind of hard. I feel like I'm winded talking. Sorry about that, Your Honor.
Okay. That's okay. I won't have you talk a lot on today. I am going to call your case number and I'll have you state your name. Let me do the case numbers first. I have case numbers SP 133376602, case number 22056611001. State your full name for me, Mr. Boomer.
Stephen Boomer.
All right, and so I'm just gonna have you give me thumbs up or thumbs down. I just have a few questions. Did you? And then Mr. Boomer, I'm gonna have you circle back with Mr. Yancey because I want to know that you did follow up with your doctor, okay?
Yeah.
Thumbs up. All right, very good. Did you have a good holiday? Very good. That's a thumbs up. I love it. Any issues, any concerns during the holiday? I need a thumbs up or thumbs down. No issues? You had issues? That's a yes.
That's fine.
I'm making him worse. Oh my goodness. Come on, Mr. Boomer, don't make me feel bad. So no issues. No issues. All right. All right. Very good. Very good. All right. I'm going to hear from Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey, what do you want to report out? Ask Mr. Boomer. I do want to know today, by way of follow-up, that he did get medical attention because he does not sound good. And we want to keep you healthy. Listen, you have come a long way. Your health is important to us. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I agree.
All right. There we go. All right, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. We're sorry he doesn't feel good because he's been doing great with the program, even since he left the domicile. He's been doing excellent, Your Honor. He's been in compliance with everything he needs to be doing. He's helping out a family member as well as himself. And, you know, he's in compliance with all the components of our program, per myself, per Mr. Kasheri also. So hopefully this won't be much of a setback for him because he's in total compliance at this time, yeah.
All right, awesome. Anything from any of the other team members asked to Mr. Boomer?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Boomer. Take care of your health, sir. It's so important. Take care of your health and be safe. Thank you, sir.
I'll just say as well, be well, sir. You can do this. You'll get through it.
Yes. As to the mentor?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll just echo the sentiments of my second fraternal brother and Attorney Fikens that for a hat trick, Mr. Boomer, our health is the absolute most primary concern that we have. Self-care is the best care. And if you have had issues with blood clots in the past, those are nothing to play with. So seriously, go ahead and seek the attention, the medical attention that you need to take care of that, and everything else will take care of itself. But please, our health is just, I can't stress it enough as my sage fraternal brothers already stated. So take care of your health, Mr. Boomer.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Mr. Boomer, your next court date is going to be June 16th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m., which is our graduation ceremony at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center. And so I look forward to seeing you in person. But on today, I want to hear back at least by tomorrow from Mr. Yancey that you did in fact follow up. Thank you for that thumbs up. All right. I'm gonna have you hang with us just for a moment. I'll place you on mute and we're almost done, okay? All right, very good. All right, let's see. Who do we have up next, Mr. Yancey?
Yeah, I think we have Mr. Marshall up next.
Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. 1 second. Thank you, Miss Matt. Before we move to the next veteran, I need everybody to join me in thanking Mr. Boomer for his service. I'm so concerned about his health. I almost forgot to recognize him as a vet. I apologize. Come on. Let's celebrate him. Thank you, sir. We appreciate We appreciate you. All right. Come on, Mr. Yancey, who do you have for me?
Mr. Marshall, Your Honor.
Mr. Marshall, good morning to you.
Thank you. Good morning, Judge Holmes.
How are you this morning?
I am good. I am good.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that. All right, let me place your case number on the record. I have for James Marshall, case number 130-623-3301. Mr. Marshall, state your full name for me.
My full name is James Patrick Marshall.
All right, Mr. Marshall, you at work today?
Yes, I am.
All right, how did you do over the holiday?
I did good. Nothing to write home about. I just kind of sat it out. I wasn't trying to visit nobody. Of course, I can't drive right now, and I didn't want anybody to come and pick me up. I usually don't want that unless it's something important. I just kind of took it easy, did a little cooking, and that was it.
All right, very good, very good. That's awesome. Did you have any issues or concerns that you need to bring to our attention today?
No issues, no concerns, no temptations. Everything was good, just laid back.
Did well.
So.
All right, awesome. All right, Mr. Yancey, let me hear from you.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Marshall's doing great. I actually talked to him yesterday. I think he was cooking. Other than that, he's trying to reach goals and, in compliance with our main components, and got through the holiday like a champ. So, he's working everything that he can control, he's trying to control. So he's doing really well, always pleasant, always has a positive disposition. So he's doing well, Your Honor. He's in compliance with his phase.
All right, awesome, awesome. From the other team members, as to Mr. Marshall.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Marshall. Keep up the good work. Always good to see you, always good to talk to you. Remember David McKenzie High School, we talk about that. And also, thank you. We talked about your service in the Navy. Thank you, sir. Be safe and have a good day.
No problem. Thank you, Attorney Reed.
And I would just like to add, Judge, what impresses me, Mr. Marshall, about you and veterans are that when they're given a mission and they believe in that mission, it's always great to see how they work it out, form that mission, and complete the mission. And I just want to say I'm very proud of you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Attorney Fikes. No problem.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Mark. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
How are things at Detroit Diesel?
We're a little busy. I'm running behind on my break. I hope nobody's looking for me, but we okay.
I won't hold you up. It's good to see you. And we did speak a few days ago, and Mr. Marshall, I must give him credit that if he has an issue or has a question, he doesn't mind calling and asking, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And so, Mr. Marshall is doing well, and that's Mr. I think it was Mr. Franklin. He mentioned that he's always positive, always. And so we're glad for that. If you have any problems, Mr. Marshall, I know you already heard that Judge Holmes already mentioned it, but if you do, feel free to give me a call like you always do, if you need to. And so you Absolutely. Have a great day. Yes, and I'm glad you had a good holiday, Memorial Day. So keep up the good work and tell everybody hi at Detroit Diesel. It's been a while.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you still have some friends here. So
there's a few, I'm sure.
Right. Okay.
The old ones, yeah. You're welcome. Thank you, Yana.
Okay.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Marshall, you know that your next date will be June 16th, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, okay?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
All right, I am going to excuse you this morning so you can get back to work. But before we do that, I want to have everyone in the courtroom join me in celebrating Mr. Marshall for serving this country. Thank you so much, Mr. Marshall. We appreciate
No
it.
problem.
All right, you are
Thank you
all
all.
set.
Thank you all.
All right,
Okay, thank
you're
you.
all set.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's keep going. I have up next, it looks like it should be, wait, Mr., do you all have any more veterans? Any more veterans? I'm
Yeah, and I
looking on
have
the
James
screen.
Fry.
Mr. Fry, and then there's somebody in the audience.
Mr. Trimble?
Oh, Mr. Trimble is in the audience. Mr. Trimble, you done cut your hair and everything. You look like a whole different person. All right, let me first go to Mr. Fry, and then I'll see you, Mr. Trimble. All right, let's go. I have 210-456-7901. Good morning, Mr. Fry.
Good morning, Your Honor.
There we go. All right, how are you this morning?
I'm doing fine, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. State your full name for me.
James Devlin Fry.
All right, Mr. Fry, how did you do over the holiday?
I did fine, Your Honor.
You did? What did you do?
I didn't do much of anything but cut grass and got dark. That's about it.
You said you cut grass and got dark?
Got darker.
I got it. All right,
Yeah.
very good. You working your program, Mr. Fry?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right. Are you having any difficulties with working your program? Any concerns?
No, none at all, ma'am. Just moving forward.
All right. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
Oh, I haven't learned much. I'm still just working the program, continuing focusing on the necessary things that I have to do to be successful in it.
All right, so you're focusing on the necessary things. Very good. That's good. All right, what do you need us to help you with, if anything?
There's nothing, Your Honor. I'm being patient and just working the program and taking it one day at a time.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Yancey, what do you have asked to Mr. Fry?
Your Honor, Mr. Fry is doing excellent. I bothered him yesterday also, so he's doing well. He's in full compliance. He's pushing hard towards his goals while he is complying with the other major aspects of our program. So and he has he's been learning a new job regarding his promotion. So, his plate is full in a good way. He's embracing it. He's doing well. And he, has a lot to look forward to. So, he is doing one day at a time. He's doing one good day at a time. So we applaud Mr. Fry, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. Anything from any of our other team members?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Fry. Keep up the good work, sir. Be careful cutting grass in 80 or 90-degree weather. That can be dangerous. You be safe, sir, and take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you.
And Mr. Fry, if I could add, you're doing a great job just week after week. And I can tell that you're devoted to doing this program and doing it the right way. So keep up the great work, sir.
Thank you, Mr. White.
All right, who's Mr. Fry's mentor?
Good morning, I am, Your Honor. Would just like to say, keep up the good work. Mr. Fry, you mentioned about being patient. That is key. I was told a long time ago that you're either gonna have patience or you're gonna be one. So we don't want you to be one. So you just continue to have patience, okay? And keep doing what you want to do.
Thank you, Mr. Scott.
All right, very good. Mr. Fry, do you have any questions for the team?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
All right, you know that your next date is going to be in person here at 36, not at 36 District Court, at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center on
Yes,
June
ma'am.
16th at 10:30.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Fry for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Fry. We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Are you at work too, Mr. Fry?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'm going to excuse you, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, we have one more veterans. Hang in there with me. And thank you, Ms. Mack, for keeping everybody in the waiting room, because I know the schedule change that I did. All right, very good. I think this is our last veteran, Mr. Yancey, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Let's do it. I wish you could see Mr. Trimble. He looks like a whole different person.
Yes, well, thank you so much.
What you doing, Mr. Trimble?
Enjoying the holidays, downtown, river walking and,
All right, very good. I love the haircut.
thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, let's do it. I have case number 220-610-6601. State your full name.
Jerome Trouble.
All right, Mr. Trimble, last week when you were with me, I gave you some things to do, right?
Yes.
Did you get them done?
Yes, me and Ms. Long, we have an appointment on June 8th. She's going to interview me for 30, 45 minutes. And basically get program started, a mental health program started with me. And with Dr. Juba, June 27th, I talked to him to get new medication.
All right, and so you saw the doctor and you saw Miss Long.
I spoke with Ms. Long.
Spoke with Miss Long. You're gonna see her on June, I think you said 8th. Okay. All right. All right, and you know that you can't miss any of those appointments, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because that means you're gonna have problems.
Right.
And we don't want no smoke, right?
Right.
You got a new summer look, no smoke, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what have you been doing with your free time?
Just staying healthy, going to the gym, what else? Catching up on the NBA finals.
Okay. Is your team winning?
Yeah, I've been rooting for, LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, they looking good this season.
All right, very good, very good. Are you having any issues, any difficulties that you need us to help you with?
Yes, it's more so something I just have to speak with Mr. Yancey about afterwards.
Okay, that's fine. Speak with Mr. Yancey. Now, let me just put this caveat in. Now, you know that the last time you was here, you said some stuff to me on the record and it put me in emergency mode, right?
Yeah.
So I was calling in, Mr. Yancey's calling in resources, because I'm like, listen, we don't have veterans in our program that do not have a place to live. We don't want anybody in any of our programs without a place to live. So when people say things like I'm homeless, buzzers start going off and everybody goes crazy. And they know judge want to update, it be 5 minutes left in the workday. I'll be like, I need an update on today. And so, yes, so you have to make sure that, you don't want to be the boy that cried wolf, right?
Right.
So when you make statements to us, let's make sure that they are truthful in their entirety, okay? All right, because we really do care about you.
Yes.
And there's certain things you say to us, we gonna start working right away.
Yes, I can bring in my eviction notice and everything.
But an eviction notice is very different from being homeless. An eviction notice is giving you notice that you've got to move. Doesn't mean that you're homeless.
Right.
Okay, there is a difference. But I know that you have talked with Mr. Yancey. I believe that he has connected you with Mr. Kusheri. I also believe, Mr. Yancey, that there were some recommendations that Mr. Kusheri was making with respect to getting him assistance through the VA. And so what I'm going to say to you, Mr. Trimble, is if there is help available through the VA, don't turn it down, because clearly you're having some difficulties with affording where you live. And we don't ever want you to be homeless, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So if there are some services available through the VA, take advantage of them. You've earned them. You've earned the right to have those services,
Yes.
okay?
Yes, and I'm only getting older, I don't want to waste my time, I don't want to, be out on the streets,
And we don't want any of that for you. We don't want you wasting time, and we don't want you on the streets. And the wonderful thing is that you're at 36 District Court. You have a great case manager. You have a great VJO representative. You have a great mentor. all of us working together. We want to make that happen, but it does require your consideration, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
I have your commitment to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're gonna show up for your testing. You've been showing up for your testing.
Yes, yeah, my drug screens and everything.
All right, you showing, and you're gonna show up for your appointments.
Yes.
All right, awesome. And then we're gonna make sure that the housing situation, you're going to listen to and give some real consideration to the recommendations that Mr. Kusheri makes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Questions for me today?
How was your Memorial Day?
I had a good Memorial Day. Thank you for asking.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I did not cook because everybody was trying to clown me about, well, what you gonna grill? Asparagus and carrots. I'm like, yeah, because I don't eat meat. So I went out to eat. Yes, I did. I just ate me some food.
Yeah, that's a blessing when I, was feeling it. So
I don't know what I was feeling myself.
I was feeling myself too. I'm not gonna lie, this Memorial, Day. I'm like, I'm a veteran. I'm getting older. It's about time. I appreciate myself. A little more.
Yes, sir. Yes, I was good to myself yesterday. You're absolutely right. I was good to myself yesterday. Yes, sir. All right. Mr. Yancey, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Trimble? I wish you could see Mr. Trimble today. He doesn't even look like the usual Mr. Trimble. I'm not just talking about the haircut. I'm talking about demeanor, presentation, and everything today. You're in a good place, Mr. Trimble.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor, that's a good thing. So far he's doing pretty good. I was privy to the rescheduled appointment, at least the one for June 8th. So he definitely has to make that. He did talk about one for June 27th. So we're going to keep up with those dates and make sure that he makes those dates. Other than that, he seems to, be doing well. That's the biggest thing. There's some excellent resources available to him regarding housing. So the biggest thing is for him not to wait to the last minute, because we can easily help him. So
yes.
Calling us 24 hours before he's homeless, that's not the thing to do at this point. So there's remedies for a lot of things that he has going on. So he just got to communicate. He knows how to contact me. So, and I'll contact him at least once a week just to make sure we're on the same page. But for now, Your Honor, he's in compliance as long as he makes those appointments. So we'll know around June 8th if he's continues to be in compliance, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And have you spoken with Mr. Kusheri to just make sure on the VA side that he's in compliance?
Yes,
today?
I did. I talked to him this morning.
All right, wonderful. Then we in great shape. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Mr. Trimble?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Trimble, thank you for coming into the building today. Keep following the court's orders. Keep your appointments. We've talked in the breakout room about following your doctor's orders and keeping your appointments. Good, Mr. Trimble, you're working the program. Keep up the good work, sir. Thank you, and be safe, sir. Thank you.
You too, you guys be safe also.
And Your Honor, I'd like to add, Mr. Trimble, I'm sorry I can't see. It sounds like you've made some good changes to your appearance. Not that you weren't good looking before, sir, but you just
yeah,
made it better, I bet. But it also tells me that you're taking yourself seriously. You want to present the best Mr. Trimble that you can, and I'm proud of you for that, sir. Keep up the great work.
All right, thank you.
all right. Mentor?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Glad to hear Mr. Trimble. I was actually going to ask Mr. Yancey before I got off the call today how you were doing. So glad to see that you were engaged. Mr. Yancey talked about it. Your Honor talked about staying engaged, and that's so important, Mr. Trimble, that you stay connected to the services that you have available to you, especially with regards to housing, because I actually work in the housing department. So if you ever have issues, I'll get with Mr. Kusheri as well, Your Honor, to make sure that we are forwarding all the resources to Mr. Trimble, when it comes to not only maintaining but sustaining his housing, because that is unfortunately a trend that we have with our veterans. So, and like you said, Mr. Yancey, we do not want you to wait to the last minute, because that puts us behind the proverbial 8 ball, and it really limits us to what we can do at that juncture. So thank you, Your Honor.
All right, did you hear that, Mr. Trimble?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Now, you know that your next court date is going to be, because that puts us at 2 weeks for him, is that correct? 1, 2, yep, the 16th still puts us in 2 weeks. All right, so the next court date is going to be June 16th. You're going to be in person at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center in the auditorium for our graduation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you remember that?
Yes, the Coleman A. Young Center is located by Martin Luther King, right?
No, it's downtown, 2 Woodward Avenue. You know where the Spirit of Detroit is that sits out there?
I can get, can you guys give me the address and everything?
Yes, Miss Mack, let's make sure, Mr. Yancey, let's make sure for all of our case managers, I think the save the date has the address on it, because we can't assume everybody know where the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center is. All right, very good, so we'll get that to you, okay? Before you leave the podium though, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Trimble for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Trimble. We appreciate you, sir. We appreciate you. And so with that, all of our veterans that you all have stayed, thank you so much. We are very proud of your progress. You all are doing very well. Hang in there. I look forward to seeing each of you in person for our graduation celebration. Until that time, know that we are available to you. Don't hesitate to reach out and utilize the resources that we have made available to you. And thank all of you for your service. You all are free to leave. All right, yeah. All right, see y'all later. And thank you to the Veterans Court team. I appreciate you, Mr. Scott, Mr. Parker. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Everyone have a great day.
All right, you do the same.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, bye, Mr. Henderson. All right, give me a second. Let's get Judge Bryant on. Oh, okay, I will.
Say your full name, man.
Diamond Hawkins.
I suggest you allow the judge to go. You have vote down. He went to crash and vote. This was last year into I think he ready to come into Jefferson Beach. We got that sharp curve. The whole thing. I said, well, you gotta stop doing it. You stop doing it. It's just going to saying it last night. This is time. Can't eat time. So, no, you know, you right. No, yes. Right. So what I have to go to the home? What I have to go to the home? We gonna find out. We gonna find out what that's on. What will she tell you?
Okay, and so, for the, at the Detroit Detention Center, good morning to you all. Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings, good morning. We have an individual who is before us. I'm going to call the case. I have for Diamond Nicole Hawkins, case number, case number 190-458-7901. Ms. Hawkins, state your full name, please. Diamond Nicole Hawkins. All right, good morning to you, ma'am. Good morning. All right, I need everyone else to please put your device on mute until your case is called. Thank you so much. Mr. Griffin, do you have any information as to Ms. Hawkins? It's my understanding that she was a part of our specialty court under Ms. Robbs as her case manager, that she absconded in 2020. And so I don't know why she was picked up. It's my understanding. I mean, I don't know if she was picked up on my warrant or picked up on some other cases. And it's my understanding that she does have some additional cases that are out there. And so is there anything else you can add as to Ms. Hawkins?
No, Your Honor, she was a part of our specialty court program. She signed her contract with us November the 18th, 2019. And she went into warrant status March the 20th of 2020. So she's been in warrant status ever since then.
All right, Mr. Reed and Mr. Vikings, how would you like to proceed? Because I'm not releasing her today.
Judge, if I may, on the outstanding warrant, we stand mute, waive formal reading, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea. We'd ask for the next appropriate court date. We'd also ask for a personal bond or in the alternative, a nominal bond.
All right, thank you. I'm entering that not guilty plea on behalf of your client. And then I am going to, because she is an absconder, Mr. Reed, I'm not going to be able to release her on today. And so, however, anytime that she serves beginning today will count toward her sanction for leaving transitional living without the court's permission. I am going to remand her to the Wayne County Jail, and I will see her on June 5th, 2023, and that will be at 9:00 a.m. And Mr. Griffin, at that time, we should have some additional information. I don't know, Mr. Griffin, if you all want to go into a breakout room to find out what she wants to do, or you want to wait till the 5th of June to do that. Either way, it's left up to you all. How would you like to proceed?
We can wait to the 5th of June, Your Honor.
Judge, I would ask my client if she has any medical issues that the court needs to be made aware of. If so, I would ask that the file be marked medical so that she could get the proper medical treatment while in custody of the Wayne County Jail.
Thank you. Ms. Hawkins, you don't need to tell me what the medical condition is, but do you have any type of medical condition that will require me to mark your file as medical? No. All right, thank you so much. And I will indicate that the bond is set at $10,000 cash or surety. I will see her on Friday, on Monday, June 5th. All right, if nothing else for my consideration, thank you at the DDC. We'll get that paperwork over to you immediately.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
All right, you do the same. Thank you. All right. Let's, Mr. Griffin, Mr. Griffin, did your person show up for intake? Did the intake show up?
I didn't have an intake. This morning.
Oh, someone had an intake. I'm sorry. Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, my person is currently at Naomi's Nest since Wednesday, and I did verify that they were still there yesterday. So I think they're waiting to get some help. As far as yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. And so with that, I'm ready to proceed. I know that we had some individuals that were scheduled for 9 o'clock. I had Ashton Gordon, I had Shakia Jackson, Michael Bosket, and Jason Arrington. Did any of those individuals appear today? Do you all even know who those people are? We know
Shakia Jackson is the intake.
Okay, she's the intake. Thank you.
I was waiting for Mr. Gordon to come on. He's actually in a new employment orientation. So he's trying to see if it's a new employer.
What phase is Mr. Gordon in?
He's in phase 3 of 3 phase.
All right. And so Mr. Yancey, is he having any issues?
He's not. He's been having a great 2.5 months actually.
I love it. This is what I'll do. Do a face-to-face with Ashton Gordon, case number 2021SD0028, because I certainly do not want him to miss an employment opportunity. And I don't want him stressing out about trying to get in court. I'm going to make his next date June 16, 2023. And that's going to be at 10:30 a.m. But do a face-to-face with him today, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then if he needs to see me, most definitely I'm here. He can see me. All right. What's going on with Michael Bosket? Who is Michael Bosket?
Yeah, that's my case. I had him scheduled to come back on June the 1st on Thursday.
No, you had to reschedule him, remember? Because I won't be here to do it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that we rescheduled because I still in the system. I still had June the 1st. I didn't.
Isn't he phase 1?
Yeah, this would have been his first review, but when we did the case, we had put June the 1st. I didn't know we had changed it.
Right.
I still
remember,
have it.
Mr. Griffin, I sent that message out. I must see all phase 1s this week on you responded, on either Tuesday or Friday. I will not be able to see them on Thursday.
Okay. Well, can I put them for Friday, Your Honor?
Yes,
Please.
You can put them for Friday. So let me call him Z808-6261 for Michael Bosket. I will set him for Friday, and Friday is June 2nd. Thank you, 2023, and that'll be at 8:45 a.m. And then what about for Jason Arrington, Z8087041? Whose case is Mr. Arrington?
That's my person. I thought he was on a different day. So
He
I had
must have
to,
been on Thursday.
he must
So
have
would you,
been. So I wanted to
would you
actually,
like to put him on Friday?
that's what I wanted to do, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. I will put him on for Friday, June 2nd, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. All right, let's go to 9:30 a.m. I had two individuals, Miss Landrum and Mr. Paul. Do you need to see me?
I did, just briefly.
Okay, just very briefly, I'm gonna just do a sidebar real quick, and then I'm ready to call those two adjustments with your schedule for Thursday. That's very important, especially for the phase 1 people. Yes.
All right, you're on.
All right, very good. I have a couple of matters at 9:30 and I'm ready. I see Mr. Paul has his camera on. So I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Paul. I have case number Z8085081. Mr. Paul, state your full name for me.
Gerald Paul.
All right, Mr. Paul, how are things going with you?
It's going great. Thank you. How's it going with you?
Things are going very well. Thank you, sir. All right, we just had a holiday. How did you do?
I did great.
You did? Tell me, what did you do for the holiday?
I cooked for my parents and cleaned up around the house, and I didn't do too much or anything really.
Okay, very good. Your parents are glad to have you there?
Oh, yes, yes.
All right. And are you glad to be there in the condition that you're in now?
Yes, it's a struggle, but I managed to get through diversities and things like that. You have to, go through stuff to learn stuff. So I've been really learning a lot, especially with Mr. Williams and the HEAT program. So everything is being.
Oh, you muted yourself. You muted yourself.
Say that again.
Oh, you muted yourself. You said everything has been, and then you muted.
Oh, okay. Everything, it all reflects back on yourself, on things that you have to do and things you should do, and just spending time. I've been spending a lot of time with myself, getting to relearn myself again. So that's been a good thing.
All right, very good, very good. Do you have any issues or concerns that you need to address with the court on this morning or the team?
No, ma'am.
All right, all right. Let me hear from Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Yes, he is reporting accurately. He is doing everything he's supposed to be doing, Your Honor. He's compliant with all the court's orders. He had a little concern this morning, which was nothing related to anything that would violate him, but we were able to take care of that. So I just want to let him know that everything is good with that. And he's been getting good reports from his venue. So he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Anything from any of the other team members?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Paul. You're working the program. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. Sometimes life can be a struggle, but you're working through it. Keep up the good work, sir. Have a good day. And be safe, sir. Be safe.
Thank you. You too.
And if I could add, Judge, Mr. Paul, it's good to see you. It seems like it's been a while since I've seen you, but
yes,
you're looking good. Keep up the great work, sir. It's a great report.
Thank you.
All right, very good, Mr. Paul. Do you have any questions?
Judge, I wanted to look into how can I get some type of driver's license, or how long do I have to wait to get them?
All right, I need you to talk with the attorneys about that, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, can one of you go in the breakout room with him when we're finished to talk about that?
Yes, Judge, I can do that if I could be sent an SOS on Mr. Paul.
All right, Ms. Mack is on it already. She's gonna send you that SOS. Have you all go in that breakout room, talk about it, Mr. Paul, because we don't want you driving until you have a license, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, awesome. Listen, if you don't have any other questions, I'm looking forward to seeing you in person at your next court date, which is going to be June 16th at 10:30 a.m. at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, awesome. Wait for your invitation to a breakout room. Ms. Mack, you got it? Let me create them. Let me at least create them.
Okay. Yeah, we did create those, sorry.
All right, and so what should happen is I got him. I'll do the first one. I'll do, because I see you busy. I'll send Mr. Paul. You'll get an invitation to breakout room number 1. And also Attorney Fikens, you both should have those invitations now.
Yes, I do.
Take care, Mr. Paul. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. All right. Miss O'Driscoll, I don't see any other cameras on. I do see there are some people in the waiting room. I don't know who they are, so get them to call the court. They have to place their name the LaRonda Anderson is
Yes,
one.
but those other people, I did send them messages to, I don't.
All right. And then I believe they said Miss Jackson is the new intake. Good morning from the nest. I'm gonna go to my new intake. Ms. Cleveland, you may want to reach out to Ms. Landrum at some point and tell her I can't call her case until she turns on her camera, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, if I may address the
Oh,
court.
I'm sorry. Her camera was turned off because it looked like she was not dressed appropriately for court. So get your client together. All right, Mr. Reed, yes.
I need to go into a breakout room with Miss Jackson. She's the new intake,
Yes.
and I need to go over the court's order. So if the court would place me in a breakout room with Miss Jackson, please.
Yes, I'm doing that now. Attorney Reed, you should get an invite to breakout room number 2. And then Miss Jackson, good morning to you. You're gonna get an invitation to breakout room number 2. Please accept that invitation. All right. I see some 10 o'clock people on. When Ms. Landry gets ready, I'll be able to do her. What's going on at 9:45 with James Crawford? Case number Z8086811.
He got a new court date, Judge. Hold on, I'm trying to find.
He's already with us, right?
Yes. What time was his date? Okay, so his court date is June the 5th at 8:45. That's where he should have been put on.
Is he a base 1?
I was told by Ms. Cleveland that this wasn't supposed to be his court.
Oh, okay, so then it's good. June 5th. All right, so I'll take him off my docket. And then what about for Garrett Wortel? I have case number 20058911801. What's going on with Mr. Wortel?
Yes, Your Honor. I did talk to him Friday. Actually, I went over to where he is. So I believe he's in transition. I wanted to talk to you off record, but
Okay.
about him. But he's,
All right.
I definitely
So
know
do
where
I
he
need to
is.
do I need to adjourn him?
That would be great. Even if we could adjourn him to Friday, and then I can tell you what's going on with him.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. So I'll adjourn Garrett Wortel to June 2nd, 2023, and I'll put him on for 8:45 a.m. Make sure you follow up with me, Mr. Yancey.
Yes.
All right, very good. Is your client ready or not, Ms. Cleveland?
Yes, Your Honor. She said she's ready.
All right, I'm gonna ask her to start her video. And I will ask her to unmute. There you are, Ms. Landry. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm sorry about that. I apologize.
That's okay. I didn't see you. So you in good shape. Ms. Mack saw you and she did her job. She turned your camera off. Because if I would have seen you, I'd have been fussing at you and everybody else.
Well, I'm so glad she turned it off so you didn't see me this morning. But I apologize. That won't happen again.
All right, you in good shape right now. Let's do it. I have for you case number 210-453-5001. State your full name for me, Ms. Landrum.
Cherie Landrum.
All right, Ms. Landrum, how'd you do over the holiday?
I did good. I spent it with my cousin and she was celebrating her 15
Oh, you got a bad connection. You got a bad connection. I don't know if you have your phone propped up against something or what.
No. Can you hear me now?
It's a bad connection, a really bad connection.
Hello. Oh, God.
You're gonna have to dial out and come back in because I can't understand anything you're saying.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good.
Okay. Okay. Tomorrow.
All right. Now, I had some other folks scheduled at 10 o'clock that are just not known to me. I'm gonna have, yeah, take her out. Thank you. All right. All right. I don't know if they are Miss O'Driscoll's cases. Are those regular probate? Is that a regular probation case?
That's a good question.
All right, Miss O'Driscoll, who do you
Yes,
have
good
this morning? Good morning to you.
Good morning. I have LaRonda Anderson.
Is Miss Anderson on?
She told me that she logged in and it's saying that the host will let you in shortly.
We let her in. She was in.
Yes, she was.
So did she turn off her camera or something?
I'm not
And
quite
she
sure.
has to have her name on her device. I have a Galaxy A14 that's in the waiting room, but she has to have her name on her device.
Okay, that might be it. She's using her phone for the first time ever to log in. Usually she uses a PC. So
Okay, ask her what is she on. I will take a chance.
Oh,
Ooh, taking a big
okay. I would have to give her a call again really quick.
Wait, no, that's okay. Let me just see
Oh,
very quickly.
okay.
It's not coming in. There it is.
That's not Miss Anderson.
That's Mr. Puryear, I believe.
All right, thank you. All right, well, see what you can do with Miss Anderson.
Okay, yes,
All
I'll
right,
give her a
Mr.
call.
Puryear. Give her a call. Good morning. Now, Mr. Puryear, you know you have to have your name on your device or let your case manager know what device you're on so we can let you in. You ready? I'm ready to call your case. Are you ready? Oh, you have a bad connection, Mr. Puryear. You have a bad connection.
Oh, let me see.
Bad connection.
Yeah, my phone been. Hold on.
Mr. Puryear, can you hear me? Mr. Puryear? Mr. Yancey, I'm gonna call, Mr. Puryear should have 2 cases on here. I see 1. Let's make sure he's good. Oh, I see both of them, never mind. All right, I have, Mr. Yancey, I have for Mr. Puryear, case number 220039. I also have case number 21085CDA. Mr. Puryear, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, stay right where you are. Don't you move. All right.
Okay.
How are you doing today, Mr. Puryear?
I'm good. At work.
You're at work? All right. How did you do for the holiday?
Stayed at home.
You did? You didn't cook anything?
I cooked.
All right.
Had the kids over.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. Mr. Puryear, are you having any difficulties, any struggles that you need us to assist you with?
No, ma'am. I got baptized last week.
You got baptized. I love it. Somebody was there and told me that you got baptized, sir. That is a wonderful thing. Yes, sir.
Yes, I did.
And you working your job too, Mr. Puryear?
Yes, ma'am. And I'm still working the program. And everything's good.
All right, very good. I love it. I done wrote in my notes, Jesus plus job plus working the program. You are right with me, Mr. Puryear. You are right with me. You are all right with me. All right. Do you have any questions for me today or for the team?
No, not right now. No.
All right. You know you can always reach out, right?
Yes, I know I can call Mr. Yancey. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Yancey. We finally made a good connection. What you want to tell me about Mr. Puryear? He's in compliance?
Oh, very much so, Your Honor. He's doing excellent. All aspects of his program. I'm getting great reports on him. He's on a winning streak. He's doing really
All
well.
right. What phase is Mr. Puryear in?
He's in phase 3, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Puryear?
Judge, I would
Ms.
just like,
Milton, you are next. Go ahead, Mr. Feigen.
thank you, Judge. Mr. Puryear, I'd just like to congratulate you on your life successes. Sounds like you put your life in a good direction. Keep up the great work, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Puryear, if nothing else, your next court date is going to be in person on June 16th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, okay?
At the 36th district?
No, it's at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center.
Okay, Coleman Young building. Okay. On Jefferson,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
At 10:30.
Yes. If you think about it. You get there before 10:30 because I'm going to take up the sign-in sheet at 10:30. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I'll be there June
Thank you, sir.
16th. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Wonderful.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you, Mr. Puryear.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. All right.
Have a
I'm
good
going to
day,
now
Mom.
go. You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going. All right. Bye-bye. Now get on out of my courtroom.
Bye-bye.
Couldn't even understand him at first. We're going to say goodbye for about 3 minutes. I do that with one of my brother. I have a brother that does that. It drives me nuts. All right, let's go. Let's do it for Miss Milton. I have for Miss Milton, case number Z800. Who's speaking out? Take him out.
There you go.
All right. Miss Milton, I have for you case numbers Z800982 and case number Z8081261. State your full name for me, Miss Milton.
My full name's Toye Milton.
All right, how are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very well, doing very, very well. How did you do over the holiday?
I did pretty good. Definitely wasn't in the same circle as I normally would for any holiday. Me and my family, we went up to, well, I really won't say it's too far, but Ludington, Michigan. And we went to the beach and got a chance to barbecue and just hang out, do that kind of thing. So, yeah.
I love it. And you had fun, didn't you?
I did.
And no issues, right?
Absolutely.
So you know that fun is available where you can have it and still be in the free world and not interrupt your life the next day, right?
Absolutely.
I love it. Very good. Very good. Any difficulties, any challenges during the holiday?
No challenges, really just, I would say one of the main challenges was actually declining those invitations, for different various locations to go to and different things of that nature. I had a couple of my college friends in town, so naturally they wanted to kick back and do that kind of thing. And I just made myself unavailable.
That's what you have to do, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
There you go. All right. Do you have any questions or concerns that you need to raise with the team on this morning?
None at the moment, no.
All right. Let's do it for Miss Milton, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor, Miss Milton, she's been doing pretty well. Just trying to work hard and work this program, and that's how you have to work it. You have to deny certain invitations in order to stay in compliance with us. So I applaud her for doing that. And so far so good. We have a couple of things we have to work on, but we'll get there in short order, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Miss Milton?
Judge, I'd just like to say, Miss Milton, it sounds like you're doing a great job. Keep up the great work. You've been working at it, and it shows. So we're proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, Ms. Milton, as you know, your next court date is going to be June 16th in person at the Coleman Young Municipal Center. 10:30 a.m. is when we will get started, okay?
All right, I'll be there at 10.
All right, I'll see you there at 10, okay?
Not at 10:30, because that's when you're taking the sheet away.
There you go. There you go. The program will start at 10:30. At 10:30. Yes.
Okay. Is there a
All
certain
right.
room or area that it'll be in, or I can find that all out from Mr.
It's
Yancey?
the auditorium. Your case manager should
Okay.
be letting you all know, and the save the date will tell you it's in the auditorium.
Auditorium. Gotcha. All right. Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Very good. Good to see you.
You too. Have a great day.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I am ready. Did Ms. Landrum join us? Ms. Landrum?
Your Honor, I see her right there, but she's trying to connect to audio.
Okay. All right. Very good. Ms. O'Driscoll, are you ready on Ms. Anderson?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
All right. I'm going to call LaRonda Anderson. Ooh, Ms. Anderson has a couple of things. Okay. Let's go. I have for Ms. Anderson, case number SP 132-2579, counts 1 and 2 and 3. I also have case number SP 132-2580, counts 2 and 4, and case number Z808-6181. All of those are part of probation, Ms. Mack? Can you check to see? All right, Ms. Anderson, state, I believe so now. All right, now that I see this, her half smile, I remember her. Ms. Anderson, state your full name for me.
Andrea Marita Anderson.
All right, I'm like, she don't look familiar, but when you did the smile, I'm like, okay, that's her. All right, good to see you on this morning. Are things going well?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Let me hear from Ms. O'Driscoll. Ms. O'Driscoll?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Jennifer O'Driscoll on behalf of the probation department. Ms. Anderson is doing well. All her drug tests have been negative thus far, and she is still continuing to test 2 times per week through ATS. She recently completed the victims impact panel, and then she has also done her substance abuse evaluation and provided her proof of education and, of course, employment. So that's where we stand at today. I know she's been having some financial concerns, and then her car was recently stolen last week, and then this past weekend it was used in a homicide. So now DPD has custody of her car as evidence. I'm not sure if she'll even get that back, or if she does get it back, it's got some bullet holes, and it's kind of a mess. So she says she's doing good, but she's holding up really well with everything that has been going on. She also has a special needs son too, so she hasn't been able to work as much because she's been trying to take care of him. So even through these life crises, she's continuing to maintain her sobriety, trying to keep an upbeat view, and is continuing to work on her probation.
All right, and so she began probation with me when, Ms. O'Driscoll?
She was sentenced on March 21st of 2023.
All right, very good. All right, oh, Ms. Anderson, I'm so sorry to hear your car was stolen and now it's gonna be caught up as evidence in a homicide. Oh, my goodness. And so, listen, how are you dealing with all of that?
God has given me grace that I didn't think that I had. And I'm grateful that they covered it. I'm just sad about what took place in it. I got it April the 11th. So I've never been in anything like that before, but I'm okay.
One day at a time. Okay, take it one day at a time. Listen, if there are some resources that you need to help you during this time, Ms. O'Driscoll, I'm going to ask you to please get that information from her and then reach out to specialty court. You can reach out to either Mr. Wade, you can reach out to Ms. Yasik, because we have a resource guide. And so, that resource guide, while it was put together for specialty court, it's the resource guide that I'm willing to use for anybody that needs help. And so I'd like you to connect her to some resources so that she's able to get through what's a rough, obviously a rough patch. And I want to make sure she's able to get through it, okay?
Yes, I was also going to refer her to the victim services. I was going to call the supervisor over at Frank Murphy to refer her directly to them so they can work with her.
Yes, so there are resources available. So Ms. Anderson is going to require you to speak up. Let your probation officer know what you need. She won't be able to help you if she doesn't know what you need, okay? Okay, I can count on you to do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions for us today, Ms. Anderson?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I know you always questioning how long it's gonna be, but you know, you gotta stay the course, ma'am. You gotta look at the nature of your charges.
Yes.
Yes, and you gotta stay the course. It's gonna be for your good, for your benefit, okay?
Yeah. But we did say we were going to entertain it this month with Officer Driscoll because she wasn't here last month.
Right, but see, you've only been on probation 3 months. I can't keep you on a 3-month probation if you look at the nature of your charges. I just can't, I can't justify it.
No, not getting off, but we were talking about testing, where we were.
Because you're testing how many times a week?
Right.
Okay, and so you've done 3 months and she's not missed any tests, right, Ms. O'Driscoll?
No, she's not missed any tests and all tests have been negative thus far.
All right, Ms. O'Driscoll, are you opposed to my reducing her testing to 1 time per week?
There's no objection from the probation department.
All right, how about that, Ms. Anderson?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, it'll be 1 time random per week. Okay? All right, very good. And so we'll get there, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Judge, if
All right.
I could, if I might just add, because I took Ms. Anderson's plea, or we talked about it a great deal as we went through the process. I just want you to know, Ms. Anderson, I know you to be a strong person. You work on your problems, you work them out, you deliver on the promises that you make. So just want you to know, keep up the great work you've been doing. Even though things then go wrong, doesn't mean it's going wrong in this direction. Other things have gone wrong, but I know you know how to figure that out. I just wanted to give you some encouragement. So keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
And Judge, I would add, there is money out there for victim assistance. So listen to your probation officer and apply for anything that's out there, because there's money out there to help victims of crime, and you are a victim. Thank you, Judge.
Thank
All right.
you.
All right. Ms. O'Driscoll, I'm going to schedule Ms. Anderson's next date. And that next date will be on, can we do Tuesday, June the 27th? No, we can't. Right?
Cannot.
I'm not even here. Yeah. All right. So can we do, I'm gonna have to push her out a little bit. Can we do July 11th? Can we do July 11th?
Yes, there's no problem with that.
Okay, very good. So we'll do July 11th, 2023, and that will be at 10 o'clock a.m. All right, Ms. Anderson?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're very welcome. Hang in there, okay?
I will. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. You too. Thank you. And thank you, Ms. O'Driscoll. I don't know if you have Cameron Anderson, Larry Alderman. Do you have either of those?
I have Cameron Anderson. He was.
Yeah, that's got a different date. I don't know how they got split up, because he has 2 cases. I looked it up.
Okay, what's the date that he should be here?
It's gonna be July the 7th.
All right. All right, so I'll take SP 136603002 off my docket. He has a future court date of July 7, 2023. What about Larry Alderman?
That one, he is not, it's not assigned to me.
He's not yours?
No.
All right, well, thank you, Ms.
Okay.
O'Driscoll.
All right, thank you. You
All
have
right,
a good
take
day,
care.
Your Honor. Bye.
You too, thank you.
Yeah.
Did you have something for him?
I don't know who the probation officer is on him, but he was supposed to do community service in lieu of fines and costs. And I don't know, I haven't gotten any confirmation of that. So.
Okay, can you check with probation to see who he's assigned to?
Yes.
All right, very good. Ms. Landrum, are you ready? You're in a good spot? And then I'll be ready for my intake. Ms. Landrum, I'm gonna ask you to unmute. I'll do it, I'll ask you. Ms. Landrum, are you there? We can't hear you. All right, Miss, I'm just gonna place her case number back on the record again, 210-453-5001. I am identifying her as Miss Sharibia Landrum. We started her hearing earlier, and then we were having technical difficulties. I don't know if she's resolved those technical difficulties. Miss Cleveland, is she having any issues, anything you need to report out as to Miss Landrum?
Not at all, Your Honor. And she did report to me when she was reconnecting that she started with a different device, and there might be something going on in the home that has to be the connection or whatever, because she's on a separate or an additional device and it's still not working for her.
All right, what have been Miss Landrum's any accomplishments since the last time I've seen her?
Your Honor, she's actually doing very well. She has been compliant with all the court's orders as far as maintaining her groups, her therapy, everything. I am waiting for progress notes, but we'll see how that goes. But she's been doing well. She went from her alcohol monitoring to returning back to her previously assigned testing. She's acclimated to that well again. I've had no issues with her, so she's doing good.
Awesome, awesome. Miss Landrum is doing well. Can you give me thumbs up if you can hear us? Can you hear us? All right, Miss Landrum. I'm not gonna hold you up for these technical difficulties because you are back on track. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're showing up for what you're supposed to show up for. And I know that if you have any issues, you will reach out to Miss Cleveland, and Miss Cleveland will reach out to me and to the team. So you are in great shape. Team members, is there anything else that you would like to share on behalf of Ms. Landrum?
Judge, I would just say, keep up the good work. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself and be safe. Have a good day. Thank you.
Yes, keep up the good work, Miss Landrum. I'll give you a big thumbs up.
All right, very good. So Ms. Landrum, your next date is going to be in person for our graduation on June 16th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, okay? Thumbs up, I see you. I'm glad you're on track. You're doing well. Keep up the great work. Yes, she said, me too. Yes, ma'am. That's a good Me Too movement. There you go. All right, very good. I'll see you in 2 weeks in person. Bye-bye. All right, let's go to our intake. Give me just 2 seconds to transition. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Sir, take the hat off in my courtroom, please. All right, let's do it. Let's do the intake. I'm ready. Are the parties all ready on the intake?
Yes, Judge.
All right, wonderful. Miss Max, did you run Miss Jackson to see if she has any other outstanding matters? What did I just do? All right, I am ready on case number Z8072891 for Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson, if you could unmute and state your full name for the record, please.
Good morning, Shakia Jackson.
All right, Miss Jackson, how are you? How are you this morning?
I'm doing good, beautiful. How are you doing today?
I am doing well. You are smiling and I love it. Tell me what you're smiling about this morning.
I feel better.
Oh my goodness. And what do you think you're doing to feel better? What's going on that has you feeling better?
I'm able to talk to people, let people know, understanding, to listen to me, you know, let a lot of feelings out. The help I'm receiving.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yes. I love it. Are those tears you're wiping away?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me what those tears are for? I always
Joy.
like to know what they mean.
Joy.
They're tears of joy. Yes, ma'am.
Ready.
Things have been tough. Things have been tough for you.
Yes, ma'am, but it's just a process, you know. It's just, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. You ready for change?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Then you are in the right place, ma'am. Let's do it. That's
Yes,
all I
ma'am.
need is people to come to the table ready. We got you the rest of the way. Just come ready and willing to, you're willing to work?
Yeah, I'll do it. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are they treating you well at the nest?
Yes, ma'am. I'm gaining weight, Lord Jesus.
We love it. We love it. Listen, gaining weight sign of being healthy and whole. So we gotta go even. We'll worry about that later. How about
Yes,
that?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so are you treating them well at the nest?
Yes, ma'am. With utmost respect.
All right. I appreciate that. It's a two-way street, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Tell me something about yourself that I may need to know, since we're gonna be together for the next at least 14 months. What do I need to know about you? I know you have a pretty smile. What else I need to know about you?
Thank you. It's a lot you know about. I'm motivated. I'm very motivated, you know, self-motivated at that, you know. Perseverance is the key. But you know, that's about it right now. Just motivated. Very determined.
All right, very good. What about your family? Who's going to be cheering you on when you're not in court or you're not at the nest? Who's going to be your cheerleader?
My whole family, they like, girl, yes.
So your family's ready for you to get it together, right?
Yes.
I love it. Wonderful. Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right.
It ain't my
very
time
good.
yet. It ain't my time.
Okay. Honey, wait on it. Let me tell you. Wait on it until you're ready. You have
Yes.
the ones you want to be bothered with and the ones you can afford.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
very good. All right. Well, Mr. Yancey, you did the intake. Let me hear from you.
Yes, Your Honor. So, as you know, in front of us is Shakia Jackson. She's a 35-year-old single female with no dependents and a resident of the city of Detroit. Her conviction was for OWI. She was referred to us back in 2022 by Larry Williams. She has 11th grade education. When we got to her, she was unemployed. She did talk about applying for disability. I'm not sure where she is with that. We're going to find that out. She reports her health is below average, but she's working on that. Her driver's license is currently revoked, and it's good to hear that she has a lot of family support. I think when I first talked to her, she wasn't really clear about how much support she had, so that's a good thing. We did have a clinical. She did have assessment with us. I had to get the results of that in writing, but assessment was done, Your Honor. So she is, for the most part, homeless. So we have a lot to work on, but she's motivated. She has a clear mind this morning, and if she sticks with, the step-by-step of this program, then I think that a lot of things will come together for her. I did talk to her about the program, and she did say that she did understand it, that she needed the help, and she was willing to accept the help.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. And you didn't find that she was a substantial threat to the public, is that correct?
That is correct. She is not, Your Honor.
And she is not a violent offender, is that correct?
That is also correct, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Mr. Reed, what do you want me to know about your client?
Yes, Judge, thank you. She was respectful and courteous and polite, and that goes a long way with me. We did go over the court's order. We talked about drug testing, counseling, community service, paying some money. We talked about no alcohol and no narcotics. We talked about the court's ability to amend the contract. She's receptive to that. We also talked about not leaving the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Judge, she is eligible to participate under Michigan law. I recommend her participation. We also talked about her support system. Her parents are deceased. However, she does have sisters and brothers in the city that support her. I told her she now has the drug court family for support, and she's looking forward to that. Judge, very pleasant to talk to, very motivated. I recommend her participation. And as I said, Judge, she is eligible to participate under Michigan law. Very nice young lady. Oh, also, Judge, we talked about education. She didn't go to McKenzie High School as I did, but she did attend Cooley High School, which was just down the road. She didn't get a high school diploma, but she tells me she is working toward a GED. She's taken some courses at Wayne County Community College, and I told her, or was it, yeah, I think it was Wayne County Community College. We support that. Thank you, Judge. I recommend her participation. Thank you.
All right, awesome, very good. Listen, you have a bright future ahead of you. I hope that you will use this time with us, Miss Jackson, to really work with the program, work on yourself, and do the things that you need to do. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And we are going to be right here to help you. We are going to be right here to help you. All right, so make sure you speak up, you ask your questions. If you don't know something, don't sit there and not know it. Ask, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything else you want me to know?
No, ma'am, I'm ready.
You ready? All right, I have your commitment, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm looking forward to working with you. Listen, your next court date is going to be in person, and hopefully some of the team from the nest will be joining you to come to our graduation. That's your next court date, which is going to be on June 16th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And we want you all and the staff to come out and support us for our graduation ceremony. It's going to be very nice. It's at the Cape Coleman Young Municipal Center. We will have food, and we're going to just have a really good time celebrating not only our graduates, but also taking some time to show appreciation to those who are in the program and they're working it. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jackson.
Thank you.
Hold on,
Thank you.
Miss Jackson, did you have any questions?
Yes, I have to get Mr. Yancey number again.
Okay.
And
all right.
Yes, that's all.
All right. Yancey, you'll make sure that happens, and then you want to say something. Go ahead.
I'll make sure that happens. Miss Jackson, I believe your therapist is Miss Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Can you let her know that she'll receive an email from me no later than tomorrow? It'll have my number and it'll have some other things on there. So can you remind her to look for an email from me? Can you remind her of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect.
All right, very good. With that, I am going to excuse you. I look forward to seeing you in person in a couple of weeks. We're here if you need us, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Y'all have a beautiful day.
You do the same. Take care. All right, let's keep going. I am going to, Prosecutor Walker, I did give you co-hosts. I know you have one trial that's scheduled. We also have the Campbell matter that we need to make that recommendation on the record. And just before we do that, I am going to call the 10:35 a.m. docket to put the dates on the record. And we'll go from there. And so, Ms. Walker, then I'll be ready to call Campbell so I can free up the rest of the staff because that's a different specialty court. All right, let's do it at 10:35. I have Jeffrey Franklin, SP 105-98852, case number SP 134-56022, and case number 134-04-5831. Mr. Franklin is one of our veterans. His return to court date will be June 16, 2023, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. for our graduation. I have Jabon Manning, case number Z8080701. Mr. Manning will return to court, no issues reported. And so he'll return on June 16, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. for our specialty court graduation, which will be at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center in the auditorium. I have Eric Taylor, case number 200-452-6701. No issues as to Mr. Taylor. And so his return to court date will be June 16, 2023, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. I have for Mr. Gerald Singleton, case number 22-2112 I will see Mr. Singleton. What phase is Mr. Singleton in?
I believe in phase 2, Your Honor.
Okay, then his return to court date will be June 16, 2023, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. And then for Alexandria Smith, 22L011670D, Ms. Smith will have a return to court date in person on June 16, 2023 at 10:30 a.m., which is for our graduation. Yes, Ms. Cleveland?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm not sure if someone has, if Mr. Wood has not been left on there.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Yancey, I'm sorry, you got to mute. Thank you. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Mr. Wood was on my list here, but for the
he's on my docket. Is he coming in or he's good?
No, I just checked his screens, Your Honor, and he has an issue, so he might need to come in tomorrow if that's okay.
Well, no, he's scheduled for today, so tell him to come on down today.
He was a face-to-face, so I'm trying to get in touch with him now with his issue. So
Okay, tomorrow is mental health court. That's very difficult, but what I'll do, Miss Cleveland, is he needs to come in person and he needs to be here at 8:35 a.m.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
case number 220-603-3002 for Christopher Wood. I will put him on for May 31st. Tomorrow, I'm not.
I could bring him in
Miss
on
Cleveland,
Friday.
did you
Friday.
text me to tell me what his issue was?
No, actually, I just scrolled through and I saw what was going on, and I can text you, but I think I could get him in on Friday, Your Honor. But there, I would like to talk to you a little bit offline if that's okay.
All right, I'm gonna set him up for Friday for Christopher Wood. That would be May 2nd, 2023. I'm sorry, June, I said May, June 2nd, 2023. And I will put him on for 8:35 a.m. and that will be in person. But Ms. Cleveland, I need you to circle back and let me know what's going on, okay?
I'll send it to you right now, Your Honor. You might want to change the date just in case you need, you need to change the date.
All right, very good. And then Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, the 10:45 a.m. trial has shown up, Mr. Al Rawashi. And so if you all, somebody could go in a breakout room with him, that would be great.
We're ready to proceed, Judge.
Oh, you all are ready to proceed on that matter with the prosecutor?
Yes, Judge.
All right, yes. He's in Warren status. Why isn't he in that box? Is he in the back? Oh, okay.
He's waiting for an attorney to talk. Dakari Rogan is here.
He needs an
testing,
attorney.
And Hudgens is here and he's testing.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Gaston is in there right
Yes,
now.
open warrant status, yes.
All right, so yeah, thank you, officer. So an attorney will have to go. Have we allowed the conference room to come in? Tell Miss Harris, we need them to come on in. Oh, I think I see Attorney Warfield is on. Attorney Warfield, are you here on the Gaston matter? Or you here on J. Boo Campbell? Got you. All right, I'm sorry, I'm getting ready to call that case.
No problem.
I need, Mr. Rogan is in there. That's not Mr. Gaston.
It's leftover name, Judge.
Okay, all right. So do I need to, can I change it to Mr. Gaston? Yeah, he is Mr. Rogan.
Oh, that is Mr. Rogan?
Where is Mr. Gaston?
He's testing upstairs with Ms. Harris. She just went upstairs and Dakari is up there also.
Who is in there?
That's Rogan. That's Dakari Rogan.
Right. Okay, I need to put him in the breakout room with an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes,
All right, who's going in the breakout room with Mr. Rogan? Mr. Rogan's got some issues today.
I'll talk to him, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Reed. All right, Attorney Reed, I'm going to move you to breakout room number, I'll go down to 7. And then the conference room, you all will get number 7, but where's the, oh, here it is. I see it. Yep, I found it. All right, please accept that invitation. And then the prosecutor is ready on the 10:45 a.m. trial. So I am going to call it at this time. I have, thank you. Yes, ma'am. I have case numbers SP 1428378, counts 1 and 2 for the people.
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people.
Thank you for defendant.
Robert Fikens, P 31894 on behalf of defendant. Sir, state your name for the record. Unmute. Mohammed.
Muhannad Al-Rawajda.
All right, thank you, and good morning to all of you. How are we proceeding today?
Yes, Judge. Officer Martin was present. I did have an opportunity to speak with him regarding the facts of this case. The defendant has gotten a valid driver's license. As that is the case, we will dismiss count 2. We will amend count 1 to MCL 257.635B. Approaching and passing stationary solid waste vehicles, it is a 2-point misdemeanor that will abstract to his license.
All right, very good. And is that your understanding of the agreement, Mr. Fikens?
That is, Your Honor.
All right, so we are dismissing count 2. Give me a second, because I need to write that MCL down. Give me 1 second. And then pleading to count 1. Give me the MCL again,
Yes,
Prosecutor
Judge.
Walker.
257.653B.
And the name of it again?
It is approaching and passing stationary solid waste collection vehicle.
All right, very good. And is there a statutory fine assigned to that?
No, Judge, there is not. There is no licensing action, but it is an abstractable misdemeanor.
Okay. All right, sir, please raise your right hand.
Yep.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. Please place your hand down. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, you understand that on both these matters, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea on one of the matters today, correct?
Yes.
Are you making this decision freely and voluntarily?
Yeah.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
Sir, I direct your attention back to the date and time of the citation. On that date and at that time, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you operating your vehicle in a reckless manner?
Yes.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. Are the people satisfied?
Yes, Judge, people are satisfied.
All right, very good. Then I am going to accept your plea of guilty. I am amending the charge to approaching or passing a collection and solid waste vehicle, and I'm ready for sentencing. Anything you all want to add before I assess fines and costs?
No.
And Judge, I would just indicate he started making the right decisions by getting his license renewed and could show that and verified to me that it was. And I'm glad he took that initial step. And I think that's what got him the deal and impressed the prosecutor to the extent that it did, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Today was the date scheduled for trial. I am going to assess our costs in the amount of $225. I'm assessing the fine in the amount of $75. Sir, how quickly can you get that paid so that you can get your dismissal?
I need a month.
You need 30 days to get it paid?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. I am going to give you until, actually, I'll schedule this for a review and adjourn to pay for July 7th, 2023. That will be scheduled at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't have to come back to court. I'll close this matter and I'll dismiss the remaining matter. If you do not pay before that date, then you do need to come back to court because I'll set aside the plea agreement and you'll be right back where you started from, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you. And thank you, Madam Prosecutor. We have a couple of more matters for you.
Yes, Judge.
We have a couple of people that are here in the courtroom. So did you find out who Larry Alderman was?
I called probation and they said they had no record. There was no, she never connected with him for community service. He was supposed to do community service instead of paying fines and costs, and he did neither.
Okay, so Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I'm ready to call that particular matter for Larry Alderman. I have case number SP 119-6173, counts 1 and 2. He was scheduled to appear at 10:00 a.m. He has failed to do so. He has not complied with this court's order upon acceptance of his plea of guilty. While under oath, he also indicated that he would work the community service assessed by the court in lieu of paying fines and costs. He did not appear. He did not do his community service. Therefore, a capias will issue as to both matters, and the bond will be set at $50 cash or surety as to each matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything for my consideration on that?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Mack. I'm gonna call 10:30 just real quickly if I could.
Yes.
I have for Zawadi Albert Basan, case number SP 138-03853. Did he pay that particular matter?
He did not pay that. He owes $250.
All right, capias will issue on that particular matter. The bond will be set at $250 cash or surety, which is the amount that he owes, which is the amount that he said he would pay upon acceptance of his plea of guilty. There were two matters that were scheduled for dismissal, counts 1 and 2. Both of those matters will be capias with a personal bond. I have for George Anderson, SP 142-5633, count 1. Did Mr. Anderson pay?
He did not, and he owes $250.
All right, capias will issue. That bond will be $250 cash or surety. Mr. Anderson was assessed fines and costs upon acceptance of his plea of guilty. I gave him as much time as he needed in order to pay. He did not pay. Therefore, capias will issue. The bond will be set at $250 cash or surety. And then for count 1 of the same charge, capias will issue, and that bond will be set at a personal bond. I have Gilbertina Anderson, case number SP 117229, count 2. Did she pay?
She did.
Oh, wonderful. It just didn't get taken off the docket.
Correct.
So, all right, I'll close out count 2, and I am dismissing without prejudice count number 1. I have for Erica Arrington. I saw Miss Arrington on. Miss Arrington, if you could turn on your camera, please. All right, thank you. I have for you, Miss Arrington, SP 143-14563. Did she pay that? Count 3?
She did not pay, Judge.
All right, Miss Arrington, state your full name for me.
Erica Leonice Arrington.
All right, you did show up. Tell me what's going on. You need more time?
Yes, please. I called the clerk on Friday and she told me to log in today at 10 and speak with you.
Yes, ma'am.
To ask for an
Yes,
extension.
ma'am.
What I've done is I did pay the first ticket because I was confused. I thought when they said the fees and finance was $250 in a total, I didn't know it was like each ticket. When I went in to pay, I see I had 3 different tickets. So I did pay 1 ticket today, which was for $145. And then I was gonna see if I was gonna try to pay.
Why would you pay the $145? I wanted you to pay the 1 ticket that I told you to pay.
I didn't see. That's why I was confused. I didn't know. When I went back in, I seen 3 tickets. So I'm saying, oh, she said I only.
Because 2 of them are scheduled to be dismissed, ma'am.
Oh, I do apologize.
So she paid the one that was going to be dismissed. Miss Mack, can you transfer that over to the one that she owed? What did she owe on the count 3?
$250.
All right. So can you apply the 145 to the matter for 250?
Yeah, they should be able to move it over.
Okay, you show that she did pay it?
I'm looking right now. Yes, she paid it.
All right, let's move that over. And that'll leave her a balance of $105. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
When can you get that $105 paid?
Oh, I can get that paid by Friday. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All
right.
right, so this is what I'll do. I'll adjourn her to pay. I'll do it for June 5th. I'll put her on my calendar. Now make sure you get it paid by Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm adjourning you to June 5th, 2023. And the one that you're gonna pay the $105 balance on is count 3. Do not pay those others because those others are going to be dismissed once you pay count 3 in full, okay?
Yes, ma'am. That was my misunderstanding. And when I called to check them, she told me, okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You are all set. So you don't have to come back on Monday the 5th as long as you get it paid by this Friday.
Yes, ma'am. It will be taken care of. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for showing up.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's go to Erwin Austin Briggs. I have SP 1435324, count 2. Did he pay it?
He did not.
He did not pay it. What is the balance?
$250.
KBS will issue. The bond will be set at $250 cash or surety, which is the amount that Mr. Austin Briggs said he would pay when I accepted his plea of guilty, and I gave him as much time as he needed. There was a remaining matter, count 1. It will be KBS with a personal bond. And I think that's all of the adjourned to pay. All right, Attorney Prosecutor Walker, I'm gonna stretch just for a second, and then I'm gonna be ready. Are you ready, or did you need a minute?
No,
Prosecutor
Judge,
Walker?
I'm ready, but I have a noon doctor's appointment. Are we gonna be done with at
let's
least
do
one
it.
of the
No,
matters?
let's do it now.
Okay.
Let's just do it now. All right, very good. I am ready. Ms. Warfield, thank you. I am ready on Mr. Campbell. Please add him to my docket. And can you read his case numbers into the record for me? Oh, there's Mr. Green. I was just about to say, call Mr. Green.
Okay, it looks like for Mr. Campbell, SP 116-01042, SP 116-01043, SP 116-01071, SP 127-87751, SP 127-87752, SP 127-87753, SP 131-90531, SP 131-90532, SP 139-61271, SP 139-61272, SP 139-61273, and SP 139-61311.
All right, thank you for the people.
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people.
Thank you for defendant.
And good morning, Your Honor, Attorney Jessica Warfield, P 85391, Specialty Court Defense Counsel.
All right, and then Mr. Campbell, state your name for me. All right, good morning to you. All right, Mr. Green, I'm sorry, your appearance for the record.
Yes, Your Honor, Demetrius Green, Specialty Court Case Manager.
Thank you, Mr. Green. I'm going to start with you as to why we are here today. I reviewed documentation that was forwarded by Dr. Kapinga. I also reviewed information that you provided me, Mr. Green. And so I'll let you go ahead and make the record and we'll go from there. You may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Today we are in front of you to address Mr. Campbell, and I am recommending today he be scheduled for a termination hearing. Based on these reasons, Mr. Campbell was admitted into our specialty court program on January 3rd, 2023. Since being in the program, Mr. Campbell has been compliant with treatment from his providers. However, since starting the program, he has tested positive for THC consistently and has been in and out of compliance with testing. Since being in the program, Mr. Campbell has had several sanctions for not complying with drug screens. On March 16, 2023, Mr. Campbell was given a verbal warning about missing drug screens. Mr. Campbell appeared in court on April 5th, 2023, and received a jail sanction of 1 day for not complying with testing. Mr. Campbell was then aligned with the addiction specialist and scheduled to meet on May 12th, 2023. Mr. Campbell failed to report and also missed drug screens for that week. On May 17th, Mr. Campbell was given another verbal warning and was instructed to test and meet with the addiction specialist. Since this sanction, Mr. Campbell has been compliant with testing and met with the addiction specialist on 5/25/23. During that meeting with the addiction specialist concluded that Mr. Campbell smokes daily and has no intention of stopping. She also indicates that he is unwilling to try to stop, as marijuana is the only thing that is working for his mental health. Additionally, Mr. Campbell had a confirmed positive drug screen for THC and methamphetamines for May 15, 2023. Mr. Campbell denied usage of any methamphetamines and any other substance except marijuana. Based on the information provided, I'm recommending termination, given that Mr. Campbell has indicated that he does not intend to stop smoking and his issues with compliance, and also the fact that his most recent result came back positive for THC and an unexplained methamphetamine. We are concerned we cannot provide Mr. Campbell with the appropriate level of care that he is willing to accept while in our program.
All right, and so on today, Mr. Green is placing all of the parties on notice, including Mr. Campbell, which you need to make sure you get his written notice down here, Mr. Green, so we can put it in his hand, that there is a recommendation for termination from the program. We are only able to help people who want the help, who are willing to try, Mr. Campbell. You've been 5 months with us, and so you heard the reasons that Mr. Green has stated. I have not made a decision at this time, but I am going to schedule you for a termination hearing. Should you be terminated from this program, understand that you may have to do some jail time and or transfer to your alpha judge. I'll see how they want to handle it. And then you'll have all of your matters and you'll have to go through regular adjudication with them. So we tried everything that we know how to do. 5 months can't get you on track. So that's his recommendation. I understand it. I will hear from all of the parties at the termination hearing. And I'd like to set that termination hearing for sooner than later. Let me hear from the prosecutor and defense counsel as to when I can set this hearing.
Judge, it's my understanding that Mr. Campbell has court trial set June 5th in Oakland County. That being the case.
I want to do it before June 5th then. Yeah, because I don't want Oakland County to be under the impression that he's compliant with us. I don't want to do that. So I need to do it before June 5th. Can y'all do it this Friday?
I don't have anything on my calendar for Friday. I believe Ms. Warfield and I talked about it. We were actually going to just request this court to do it after that time, but I will leave it in the discretion of the court. And I just want Ms. Warfield's approval. Her and I discussed something else we'd like to try for Mr. Campbell. So I will come down and talk to him whether or not he goes through our program. I have a proposed mentor that Ms. Warfield agrees with and to, and I talked to Mr. Green about it as well. And I don't think Ms. Warfield has any objection to me coming down and talking to him about that. But Judge, I think I can speak for Ms. Warfield when I said we are just kind of hoping that we could do it after his trial date.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Okay. His trial date is on the 5th.
That's correct.
Let's do it. Can we do it on the 9th of June, that Friday?
I am available, Your Honor, yes.
Yes, Judge,
Thank
that's
you.
fine.
All right, so your next hearing will be in person here at 36th District Court on June 9th, 2023. And that will be at, can I set that for 9:30? No, for 10 o'clock. That way I can get the docket out of the way and he won't be sitting here all morning. Can we set it for 10 o'clock?
Yes, Your Honor, that works for me.
Yes, Judge.
All right, wonderful. So you have to come in person. You need to continue to test and do things that you are supposed to do in specialty court. You have not been terminated. You are being given notice of termination. I'm not releasing you just yet. Mr. Green needs to come down and bring you the written notification as to why he's recommending your termination. And then Ms. Walker wants to come down and speak with you. Once you've completed both of those things, officer, then you're free to go. Okay? All right. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Ms. Walker, I still need you. I still need you. Miss, I need to do the case for the absconder for Mr. Who was it? Yeah, where's Mr. Gaskin? All right, we need to pull him out. The prosecutor has an appointment she must attend. And you know, while I have her, I want to keep
Judge,
her.
I'm coming down to the courtroom. I can come down and do it then.
Okay, that'll give him more time to talk. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be right down.
All right, wonderful. All right, are we ready to continue going? I still see a lot of names on my screen. Miss, are we ready to continue going? Miss Harris, are you ready on your other two?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, who would you like me to call first?
It doesn't matter, that's Mr. Hudgens.
All right, has Mr. Hudgens spoken with an attorney?
Yep, they both have.
Okay,
Oh,
wonderful.
actually, they both spoke with Mr. Reed, and he's still in there with.
Oh, gotta wait. This is a good time for me to stretch though.
Yeah.
All right, let's turn me off. I'm gonna take a quick break.
The beauty of the day.
All right, I'm gonna see, hold on to this. I will see him tomorrow.
Do either Mr. Hudgens or Mr. Rogan.
All right, let's do Mr. Hudgens. Mr. Hudgens, if you could join us at the microphone, please, at the podium.
How you doing, Tom?
I don't know how I'm doing, because you in my courtroom, you in my space.
Well, I apologize for that. I mean, I was supposed to go drop yesterday and I didn't.
And why didn't you?
Well, I figured it was the holiday and
How you figure? You know, testing for the holiday, you miss a test over the holiday, that's critical. You go to jail for that. We don't miss tests during the holidays.
well, I really thought they probably wasn't open on the holiday.
But-
She told me they was open in the morning.
Yes, sir, but we don't want you to guess when they're open. I said this over and over again, y'all, holidays. If your car early in the morning, if your color drops, go right then. You know why? Because people might knock off early. They may say we're not getting enough foot traffic, so it doesn't make sense for us to be open all day and nobody's coming in. But you still have to test,
True,
so don't roll the dice.
I understand.
Did he test today?
He did, Your Honor. I have not received the results yet, so my recommendation would be that we have him wait, you know, like whatever you decide to do is distinction or not, that we have him wait until I get the results.
All right, let me call it. I have case number 22060011001. Mr. Hudgens, state your full name.
Donald Hudgens.
All right, who went in the breakout room with you?
Mr. Reed.
Mr. Reed?
Yeah.
All right, and so, you just didn't go because you thought it was a holiday.
Yeah, then I would have had a problem getting a ride out there because my brother wasn't around. I mean, I go way out on 13 Mile and Grass.
Then you need to find somewhere closer to go, sir.
Yeah, true.
Because not testing is not an option.
I understand. I mean, I'm not trying to hide from not testing.
No, I appreciate the fact that you came in. I didn't have to come get you. All right, I appreciate that. And then secondly, I appreciate your honesty, but I need you to know, listen, in this program, we have best practices. And in the state, we have 10 key components. Testing, mandatory, every time. It's the foundation of the program, of the integrity of the program. Because we don't know if what we're doing is working if people don't test.
True.
We don't know.
I understand. That's why she said I can start coming back down here to drive. So
As long as we're open, you have to make sure it's not the weekends and it's not a holiday, a court holiday.
True.
Other than that, absolutely.
No
Is this the first time he's missed testing?
It is, Your Honor, and I do recommend that we give him a verbal. I think that he had the best of intentions. I do think that he now knows that he needs to come in here, and in the future, with the holidays coming up, we have 4th of July, we have Juneteenth, we have things when we're not open, and he does know that he needs to plan in advance to have a ride on those holiday mornings in case his color is called, so that this does not happen again.
No, I understand.
All right, any objection to just a verbal warning from Mr. Hudgens? He says he understands. First time.
No, Judge.
No objections, Judge. No objections. I agree with the recommendation. Thank you.
All right. What phase is Mr. Hudgens in?
He's in phase 2, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hudgens, I'm gonna do the verbal warning. All right, and then I notice y'all coming in my courtroom with them undershirts on.
I'm sorry.
Y'all know what an undershirt is, right? Anybody know what an undershirt is? It's a shirt that go under a shirt.
At least
That's
it's
why
not
they
crop
call
top
it
today.
right. Well, yes. So I can't do them at all. But yeah, so, and I know we've relaxed our standards a lot, but we still in court. Come on.
Okay.
All right. You got me.
This won't happen no more.
All right, I appreciate it. I ain't gonna turn you away, but you never know who's gonna walk through those doors and come in and observe or what have you. And you wanna be your best presentation.
So I'll stay down here and wait till my hearing.
You gonna have to stay down here until it comes back, and it's gonna come back good, right?
Yeah.
All right, very good. I'm going to put his next court date, June 16th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m., which is our graduation ceremony at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center. It's in person and you must be present, okay?
Get there before 10:30, because at 10:30, she's pulling the sign-in sheet.
Okay.
Just like that, give him here.
honestly.
All right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Hudgens. All right,
Your-
let's go to
Your
Mr.
Honor,
Rogan.
Your Honor, I
Yes.
don't know if I missed it. Who was the case manager in the courtroom?
Miss Harris. Miss
Okay,
Harris.
thank you.
You're very welcome.
What was it, you gave him graduation date?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Hudgens, where he going? You got him, officer? I got you.
He let the officer know.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Sorry. All right. For Mr. Rogan, I have case numbers SP 11-667-681, case number SX 414-85131, and case number Z8083121. Mr. Rogan, state your full name. Why are you in my courtroom today when I just signed a travel release for you to go and travel? You knew that you had to test. You knew you had to secure that facility with your case manager, which you did. She provided that information to me. I signed off on it. Why are you standing before me today and you have not tested?
Because I didn't have the funds to test you.
Then you should have stayed home.
I wasn't expecting the things, the mishaps that went down. When we went down there, we actually didn't do anything that we planned to do. I honestly stayed in the room, stayed at the room the whole time because it was unexpected finances that me and my girlfriend was not aware of, and we had to come out of extra money that left us on the money to come back. When I did go down there to test, I did walk into it and I did sign in. When they told me how much it was, I didn't have.
How much was it?
$65.
And this is why I'm going to start putting a stop to people traveling, and they have to pay, and they haven't paid all of their fines and costs with us. And so I want to put that on the list to talk about in staffing. I'm not going to approve travel, because if you're not paying your fines and costs with us and you're having financial difficulties and now you're traveling, here we are. You've been without testing. You're not in compliance.
Exactly, I understand.
Did you get test results back today?
I'm not yet. They all tested around the same time. I did put stat on all of them, so they should all kind of come through at the same time. So like again, Your Honor, my recommendation would be that he wait here until we get those results so that we know that he is, at least at this point, has no positives. My additional recommendation for him, due to the fact that, like I said, he knew he had to test. I do believe that there should be a sanction. I would like to see him be ordered to do some extra community service. To just as, a reminder when he's doing it of being prepared and planning, because like I explained to him, he should have asked that place how much it costs to test. And then he would have known, and then he could have been prepared regardless. He would have had to say, look, no matter what, I have to keep, say, $150 because I may have to test twice while we're here. I test twice a week.
Yeah.
So I do think that there should be a sanction. I don't think that it should be severe, but I think that adding maybe 10 hours of community service to his community service would be appropriate.
All right, thank you. Who went in the breakout room with Mr. Rogan?
I did, Judge. Thank you. We did talk about Mr. Rogan's failure to test. He accepts responsibility. I concur with the recommendation of Ms. Harris as far as the sanction, and I also would recommend some community service.
All right, thank you. Mr. Rogan, I want to hear what you have to say about that.
I want to say I apologize to you. I apologize to the courts because you did let me go out there, and I appreciate it. I had a great time, but I should have been more prepared for unexpected things. I should have brought more money out there. Like I said, I went out there on a hope and a prayer. And I apologize. It will never happen again.
All right, Mr. Rogan, I'm going to follow the recommendation of your case manager. Your sanction is going to be 10 additional hours of community service. I need those community service hours to be finished by no later than June 30th. I'm gonna give him 30 days to get it done. So it should be by June 30th. And next time,
Your Honor, just to ask for clarification, do you want those 10 hours done or do you
just
want?
the 10.
Okay,
just the 10.
thank you.
Yes, just the 10.
Because I got 40, I got 40 hours to do.
Yes.
Yes, that's on your order, okay? But you will have 10 additional hours to do, and you have to do those 10 by the 30th of June.
I have them done by then.
I'm sorry.
I'll have them done by then.
Okay.
And my tickets paid off.
All right. All right. All right. I'm going to put, what phase is he in?
He's in phase 2, Your Honor.
I'll put his next date for June 16, 2023, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. at the Coleman Young Municipal Center, which is mandatory, in-person appearance, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. But you have to stay for your test results. Miss Mack, what did you give this to me for?
That's from Mr. Green.
I know, what did you want me to do?
Sign, where's?
Where am I signing? What am I
So
signing?
it's, where it say dated, on the back it say dated, then it's a line underneath.
Yeah.
Mr. Morgan not here, he usually signs it, Mr. Morgan not here.
Oh, no, I can't sign this. You would have to get Mr. Wade to sign
Okay.
it. Yeah, so, no,
Okay.
because I have to speak through my orders, so this is an administrative process. So one of your supervisors over there need to sign. And yeah, somebody's here today, right? Somebody's here today, right? Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay, no. I was like, wait, what y'all trying to do? All right, Miss Harris, who do we have? This is I think our last case of the morning.
It is, Your Honor. This is Joseph Gaston.
Mr. Gaston, if you can read his case number into the record for me, and it's Gaston, right?
It's Gaston.
Gaston.
He is not, he was placed in warrant status on Thursday and he came in of his own accord today.
Okay, but he was placed in warrant status because he didn't show up on Thursday. Okay. Let me have Ms. Matt call the case number real quick.
Case number 21044797701.
All right, Prosecutor Walker, I know that
Yes,
you're
Judge.
on with us. Thank you for being with us. Mr. Gaston, oh my goodness. State your full name for me.
Joseph Gaston
All right, Mr. Gaston, why didn't you show up in court on Thursday?
was scheduled to be a Zoom court case, but with what happened during the week, I had an injury in my leg and I was prescribed pain pills for my leg, and they tested in my urine an opioid. And with that, was a mandatory in-person showing, but it was scheduled for a Zoom. So that day, I was told to come in for court, and I didn't have a ride, but I got my prescription.
So, Mr. Gaston, if you didn't, I want to say it, but I'm not. These grown-ups that stand before me, talking about no ride, you are grown. You find a way. That's what being an adult is about. You know that you are in court. You know that there are orders that you have to follow, and if you don't, it can result in you going to jail. Sir, I'd have rode a billy goat to court before I just would have been at home talking about, I don't have a ride. There's no way when I know what's at stake. So now Thursday, you didn't have a ride. You didn't come to court. What happened Friday?
This was on Friday.
You just told me Thursday.
I'm sorry, Judge, this was Friday, and I got.
Look it up, Miss Mack.
It was Friday. My brain messed it up. I was thinking holiday, and our holiday wasn't Friday, it was Monday. It was not Friday because you wanted, sorry, you were, it was a holiday. You had stated he needed to be in, it was a holiday week. You stated he needed to get here by, I believe, like noon because.
Yeah, but I was in the building till 4 o'clock.
And he was unable to make it in at noon, so we issued the warrant.
Right, but he was told to come in. That was the bottom line. He was told to come in. And he should have come in. So has he been tested?
He has, and he has a scram on as well.
But has he missed any tests?
Don't believe so.
It was for Friday, Judge.
Okay, it was Friday. Thank you.
I'm gonna check really quick, Your Honor. I don't believe he did. He missed today's at James, but he came here and I tested him here, so.
Okay, so he's in good shape.
Yeah.
Listen, Mr. Gaston, you must test. That's the bottom line. And when you go to the doctor for anything, you have to say to your doctor, I am in a specialty court. Tell them what kind of court. so that you know you can't take that kind of drug. So your doctor can now still address your medical issues, but with the right kind of medication, so we don't have an issue with you being in our court. I'm still on the bench. I'll call you as soon as I get off. Yeah, I'm on the bench. I'll call you right back. All right, and so you understand that, Mr. Gaston?
Yes, I do, Judge.
All right, so the fact that you had a test that showed up with the medication and you had a prescription doesn't mean anything, because you know you cannot take that.
That was my fault, Judge. I really didn't know that I got to check in because I was in pain. I got a fracture on my knee. So I didn't know that in order to take any kind of medication, I got to check in with the court.
No, you just got to tell your doctor, because we're not doctors.
Okay.
We have program requirements.
Okay.
We have prohibitions, things you can't do while you're in the program, things you can't take while you're in the program. We're gonna let the doctor be the doctor, but you have to tell the doctor, I can't do those, because there are other pain medics that you can take that won't cause you to be out of compliance with our program. But you have to say that. We're not gonna call the doctor and tell them. It's your responsibility to do that.
That's true.
Ms. Harris, what's your recommendation? And then I think Mr. Reed, he went in with him as well.
He's the MVP.
Oh, okay, all right. Let me hear from you first, Ms. Harris.
Your Honor, I do believe that Mr. Gaston did not intentionally, in regards to the substance, did not intentionally do anything he knew he wasn't supposed to do. I do believe that he took the medication he was prescribed for the injury that he has, not thinking about how that was going to affect his urine screening. I do think he needs to be held responsible in general moving forward, understanding that if he goes to the doctors for anything, he cannot take what they give him until he says, is this an opiate or whatever, is this, gonna show up as a positive? But yes, he needs to let his doctors know, look, these are things I can't take anything that's going to be, positive. I do think that he was in communication with me on Friday, and I know he did attempt to find a ride. We were going back and forth for a while he was trying to do that. I do believe that he came in today of his own accord, with the best of intentions to present himself to the court and acknowledge his mistake. I really would not like to see him go to jail today. I think that he needs to continue with his employment. He needs to be doing the things that he needs to be doing.
But what good is the employment when he can't even call an Uber to get down to court? See, y'all want me to take into consideration, don't mess me up on my job, but you got a job and you wouldn't even take $6, $7, $10 to come down to the court.
The one thing I will say, Your Honor, is he was out of work for about 3 weeks or so. His employer had an issue with his background check that I had to assist him in clarifying for them these charges, and they kept sending them back to me. They would not let him work for 3 weeks, and he did just go back to work, I think the end of not last week, but the week before, like the end of the week. So he may have had some financial issues related to that loss of income for that time. I'm not making excuses for him. I'll let him tell
Yeah, because I was about to say, if you can't get $10, $15 from a friend to help you get to court, then you need to get you some new friends. Because my friends are not going to sit back and let me miss coming to court under the impression that, and I'm telling you, I'm on probation, and if I don't show up, the judge is going to put a warrant out for me, which means I could get picked up and go to jail. I can't think of not somebody I call friend. Not somebody I call friend. I'm sorry. So I just struggle with that. Working. Okay.
I do think that he needs to be sanctioned today. I would like to hear what Attorney Reed and the prosecutor's recommendations are. I do believe a sanction is in order. I'm just not sure, how to proceed with that. I just would not like to see, I would like to see him not go to jail and hear what others have to offer today.
All right. Who wants to address the court first, Mr. Reed or Ms. Walker?
Judge, I can address the court real briefly. I did have an opportunity to speak with Ms. Harris and Mr. Reed regarding this case. I do think there was a little bit of miscommunication on Friday. I believe, according to Ms. Harris, he was going to come, but there was some misunderstanding that it was after 12 and he should just wait till today. Given his admission.
I don't know who gave him that misunderstanding, though. Let me make my record clear. Because I was in this building, what time? Until 4 o'clock on Friday. Yeah, so I don't know who would have said, if you can't come at 12, you come on Tuesday, because that was not my order, but go ahead, Ms. Walker, because I know it wasn't you. Go ahead.
It was not me. And Judge, given his admission and potential misunderstanding, I know the court is very clear in its orders, very clear with its understanding of what is allowed and what is not allowed. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I haven't had to deal with Mr. Gaston yet. That being the case, I agree with Ms. Harris's recommendation.
Well, she didn't make a recommendation. She referred to y'all.
Judge,
I believe. Go ahead, Mr. Reed.
Judge, if I may address the court, I did talk to Mr. Gaston in the breakout room. We went over the court's order. He understands now, no alcohol, no narcotics. We also talked about the fact having a plan in place for transportation. I'm recommending that any jail be held in abeyance at this time. Mr. Gaskin is currently drug testing 3 times a week. He does have the alcohol tether on, and I'm recommending any jail sentence be held in abeyance.
All right. So,
Judge, he also,
go ahead.
He also wanted me to ask the court, and I indicated this might not be the best time to ask about having the tether removed. So I put that on the record because he wanted me to ask the court about the alcohol tether, and I indicated to him that I would bring that up. He is testing 3 times a week, and he does have the alcohol tether. Thank you, Judge.
Oh, okay. No, I'm denying that request. You
Yes,
didn't show up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So no, sir. No, you created this mess. Next time, have some Uber money set aside. Have a friend that's really your friend, okay? And make sure when you go to the doctor, you let them know that you're in this program. Okay? So no, you are causing that to stay on longer than what probably was intended. So this is what I'm going to do. This is his first sanction. Is that correct?
He had the possible for alcohol, which is why he's on the scram tether.
Yeah. Okay. So what I am going to do is I'm going to hold 1 day of jail in abeyance, means you're not going to jail today. But the next time you violate, you have to go automatically do that 1 day, including whatever your sanction will be. So I'm going to hold that 1 day of jail in abeyance. I'm going to continue you on the tether. I'm not removing the tether today. And then I will see you back in person on June 16th, 2023 at 10:30 for our graduation. Okay? All right. Your screens did come back good today. So you're in good shape for today. All right? All right. Very good. If nothing else, thank you all. Yes.
I got the screens on the other two. Mr. Rogan is clean.
Oh.
I'm sorry. There was an issue with Mr. Hudgens.
Okay, Mr. Hudgens can sit right there. Is he free to leave?
Yes.
You're free to leave? Mr. Rogan, you free to leave? Yeah, you better move fast. Come on, get on out of here. All right, very good. All right. Okay. Sir, stop talking loud so I can hear you. I don't want to. All right, let me do Shabelle Matthews. I have case number 210025041. I did reach out to Ms. Cleveland. She was scheduled to have a face-to-face on today with Ms. Cleveland. And so she's in good standing. Her next court date will be on June 16, 2023. And that will be at 10:30 a.m. Okay. All right, I think that is everybody on the docket other than Mr. Hudgens. Mr. Hudgens has an issue. So you all need to.
He just went in the conference room with Ms. Harris.
Okay, all right, he just went in. Tell Ms. Harris she needs to send the team what's going on, and then we'll go from there.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Ms. Harris, can you send a message to the team as to what's going on with Mr. Hudgens? All right, so let's take a minute and then hopefully we'll be ready to proceed, right, Ms. Harris?
Yep.
All right, very good.
Just have a seat for a second.
And then he'll need to go in the breakout room. Is that correct, Ms. Harris?
Yeah, I would think so. He needs to return to a breakout room to speak with the attorney.
Do we have a conference room that's still in here? Or can you put it back on for me?
I'll put it back on.
All right, great. Who's gonna go in the breakout room with Mr. Hudgens?
I will, Judge. I talked to him before. I'll talk to him again.
Okay. Mr. Reed, do you have the ability to go back to breakout room number 7?
I will try, Judge. Let's see.
No, that's okay. I'll just move you. That's okay. I'll move you to breakout room number 1. And then when they come on, I'll put them in breakout room number 1 as well. And then you can turn the camera off me and.
All right.
Cause I might want to do some stuff.
I went to,
Go to 1, he's coming. You gotta give us a second.
breakout room 7 sent me back.
I know, cause you need to go to breakout room number 1, sir.
Oh, I need an invitation. Thank you.
I sent you an invitation. I'm gonna send you a new invitation. I'm gonna move you to breakout room number 2. Don't you do nothing else.
Yeah.
Breakout room number 2.
Yes.
All right. All right, you should have it, both of you. All right.
Because the chain of, it's not good.
Okay. All right, I'm going back to Mr. Hudgens. Everybody should have received the email. Mr. Hudgens has a positive screen. He is denying usage. And so I have instructed Ms. Harris to contact our lab to send that matter out for confirmation. I am not going to say, even though Mr. Hudgens is on the cusp of, he missed the screen on the 28th. And then he screened it for the first time on today, and he has a positive screen. He says that he didn't do anything. I'm going to send it out for confirmation. Now, let me say this, because sanctions are supposed to be swift and immediate. If in fact, if that test comes back confirmed that it is ETG, then I'm going to sanction him for missing a test on May 28th. Please make sure that goes in the DCCMIS, as well as a confirmed positive screen. And that sanction will include jail time, not because of use, but for other reasons. And I'll make that clear on the record once we get the confirmation back. All right, so there's nothing I'm gonna do today, because he's saying no. But now it's really suspect. He missed the test on the 28th, which is Sunday, right? Was that Sunday?
No, yesterday.
Yes.
No, yesterday?
Yes.
The 28th was yesterday?
The 28th was Sunday.
Thank y'all. The 28th is Sunday, and he hasn't tested again till today, the 30th, and now it's positive. Pretty suspect, but let me tell you, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, jail time is on the table. Most emphatically, 99.9%.
Your Honor, the drug test was for yesterday.
Okay.
My drug test was for yesterday.
Okay.
But like I said, I could bring the patches in and let you read.
No, I'm not reading nothing. I'm gonna get the confirmation. Yes.
Judge, thank you. I did talk to the gentleman in the breakout room. I advised him that honesty is the best policy. No one wants to hurt him. We only want to help him. After hearing that, he still indicated to me that he wanted confirmation that he had not consumed alcohol and that it might be environmental as opposed to consumption. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Yep, he said something about some wipes, and now he says something about some patches. Not the first time we've had people in the program with patches. They not tested positive for alcohol. And so wipes, that's a myth. I'm dispelling that myth that unless he sucked all the alcohol out of 20 packs of wipes or chewed them and swallowed all of them, then it's not going to cause him test positive. But let's listen, hear what the science says. Ms. Reed, you're absolutely correct. Today is the day to tell the truth. If you're going to tell me a story, because once I get the confirmation back, I'm not hearing stories. I'm all storied out. So you told your client, right? That's your story. You did. Then let's get a confirmation.
I haven't had a drink in over 30 years, Your Honor.
All right.
I do not drink.
All right. Wonderful.
My drug of choice was Suboxone.
Okay. All right.
I'm listening. You know, I don't drink.
All right. So let's see what comes back. That's all we can do. That's why I'm not going to issue a sanction today, because you said we have to give you that benefit to have it confirmed. Okay. All right. But no. The confirmation takes 7 days.
Right.
And so I do need him to start a consumption log, everything that you drink, everything you apply to your skin, everything that you take, you need to write it down. Miss Harris will go through it with you. And then you are required to submit it to Miss Harris every Friday by 3:30, because we send that information over too. So every week we're gonna do it. And so you're gonna do it every day beginning today. And that way we can get them to look at it to see, does anything on this list, would it cause him to test positive? Okay.
I drink is Vega Moon.
Okay.
That's the only
Well,
bottle.
that's not gonna make you test positive.
True.
All right. So Ms. Harris, if you could start him on that consumption log effective today.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm gonna give him his next court date. Let's bring him back next week. I'll do it on, let's see, let's put it on, what phase is he in?
He's in phase 2, Your Honor.
All right, so let's put it on for Thursday, June 8th, 2023. I'll put it on for 8:45. And then we should put it on for 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, for 9 o'clock. And then we'll go from there. And then, of course, your next date will be the graduation.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, let's get it confirmed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you all.
Yes,
Thank you.
All right,
thank you, Judge.
we are all set. We have 1:30 for another specialty court, but just know that we're always on call, even though our docket has wrapped up. We are always on call. Anything can happen. So just be ready and available.
Yes, Judge.
Yes,
All
Judge.
right. All
Yes,
right. Thank you
Judge.
all.